You'd have to mute yourself because that.
All right.
Alright. Last time. Oh, that's shit. Okay. I'm gonna have Sydney muted until she has it fixed, Juan, so let me know because it's distracting the fuck out of me, hearing my own voice. Alright?
Boop, boop, boop. I can't hear my voice from her.
I just remind him.
Like I said, I have it muted because I'm hearing my
Oh
feedback.
no! I'm saying right now, I can't hear my voice, and I'm raising my voice to see.
Alright. Now, in any case, everyone here and ready?
I'm here.
I am.
Alright, we're missing Tavis. Where did Tavis go?
What happened?
So, Tavis. Alright. Last time on Dyslexic Adventurers. No one? Okay, I'm here all night. In any case, the party gets up.
She wants me to hop in a channel with her to see if it works.
Then
All right, go ahead.
troubleshoot it.
Well, I can't read last time without most party present. God,
Well-
I would just love to be able to start on time for once. You know how nice that would be?
I think that has only happened for the first session.
Alright, well, we're starting anyways. Well, last time, like I said, last time on Dyslexic Adventures, the party goes out of the dungeon after defeating Count Angelmalis, and they see smoke in the distance. It's pretty big smoke. They go and investigate. Turns out West Delta is under siege by the ever-growing hordes of fuck shit that was led not only by Lopt the Treacherous, but by a bigger, badder entity known as good old Angelos, the one terror, one of the many terrors of the Draconic Wars. When you, after 20 to 25 seconds of nothingness, he detected Arxus. He detected the presence of Arxus, who had the host gene inside of him, which allowed him to teleport to you guys quickly. And with Scout trying to fend him off, caught Scout's hand midair and just tossed him to the side like he was a little doll, and said, "I'll be taking you." And away they went with Arxus. Party in turmoil. Emergency meeting. Everyone wants back to Abend as fast as possible. While Scout goes one way, Liam goes the other. Both to report and complain to the respective gods about the other, which I found absolutely hysterical. And now, as you guys have settled in, 23 hours has passed since you guys have arrived back to Abend. Dean, a long rest has happened, so you're down to -2 now on that raised dead effect. You got 2 more long rests to go until it's completely gone. It is currently still the first month of the year of Hyosis.
Can I steal, you, Vic? To help?
Why?
I
Like
just-
we're in the middle of the game.
I can't see what's going wrong. She has everything correct.
I just want to start on time for once.
I was totally get on her phone.
Have her work. Never mind. Well, oh. Well, how you doing, fellas? I'm currently kidnapped.
I'm about 50% certain that Lon is changing computer audio settings when that.
Oh,
doesn't
dude,
make
you want to see
anything
what
for
Vic? I gotta
Discord
send you what
audio
Lon
settings.
sent me, by the way. Oh wait, Vic's not even here. Dude, Lon sent me something, and it's like interesting because
BS.
didn't expect him to send it. I'm gonna save it as a surprise because it's Lon, and I And Lon's is either gonna accept this because he offered it, or he's gonna hate me because I accepted his offer.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What happened, Hubs?
No, he just messaged me something.
I'm pretty sure in the words of Vic, it would probably fall under fuck shit.
They would find it amusing.
Auto sniper for me.
Okay.
Well, ain't this a piece of piss? Just fucking.
So during this awkward silence, there should be a conversation going on instead of us just staring at each other.
I mean,
No.
so leaf blowing, right? I mean, I'm addicted to it, and it's the game I'm doing right now. So what do you guys think? You blow leaves all day? I think I would. It's a lot.
I think
I don't think.
I think blowing leaves is a chore in real life. Why would that be a video game?
Don't do that. I go to high school. That's a chore enough. Makes me want to consume shotgun shells with my face.
You know what? It's hard to argue with that. Because I didn't like high school either.
Okay, we're working.
Damn.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that,
We
Okay.
reached a horribly awkward conversation.
Tell you,
And that
new shit today. Alright.
well, it sucks that we can hear her, but she can't hear us. Like, you have to Google that question. I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Alright.
In the meantime, after that introduction and the recap of what happened last session, 23 hours have passed. It is Dienstag, the 18th day of the first month. It is going to be, it's sunny today with winds, with temperatures in the mid-40s. As 23 hours have passed since the incident, and you guys have returned to Abend. You guys are out and about. What are you guys getting up to?
I'm heading to the Marquisse.
I'm going
Oh,
to
yeah.
go to Bahamut Familia.
Oh yeah, it's also 8 a.m. as well.
Yeah, I'm sort of camping out. I'm sort of camping out the Bahamut thing right now.
First,
Vic.
first things first, I'm going to Bahamut Familia.
And I am going to start crying in my prison cell.
Ah, yeah.
So yeah, Vic, I'm gonna be working on what I said I was gonna be doing.
I know, like 23 hours, 40 past. I should already had a head start, and you had to go outside. Something so.
I have the thing.
What thing do you have?
I have a horn.
Yes, I know you have the
The
thing.
don't touch me horn. My
Don't
rape
touch me!
whistle. It's my rape whistle.
So at one point, Hobbs, you did have to go outside of the Familiar HQ, and when you're out in the market, getting supplies and ink in order to write down the maps. That is when you've noticed. These two individuals have been slowly approaching you. One is a well-dressed, athletically built human, and the other is a huge man clad in gilded armor and holy scriptures adorning his body.
I grab my horn.
A massive two-handed mace rests clutched in one hand. And as these two get closer, the more well-dressed man will say, "Hello, Mr. Anderson."
I'm
We'll
not
say,
Mr. Anderson.
"Hello, Mr. Scout. We have a few questions we'd like to ask you. I am DJ Kidder from the Bureau of Investigation, and next to me is my partner, Malice from the Ordo Hereticus.
You
A
have
heretical
witch
hunter
land?
for short. First, let me say this immediately. You are not under arrest, nor are you going to be detained. However, refusal to cooperate and answer our few questions will escalate things into a matter of giving us probable cause and our suspicions to actually arrest you.
Mhm.
Right now, we're saving time and just conducting a simple questioning.
Uh-huh.
Would you care for lunch? There's a nice restaurant we can talk at nearby.
I haven't eaten in nearly 24 hours, so sure.
Alright, as these two will lead you over to one of the nearby restaurants. Haehil, you'll be walking through Bahamut Gate, the Bahamut gates at this point, as you enter into the familiar HQ. What would you like to do?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna look for anyone that I recognize, like Skessuv or Kraz, because they would probably be able to help me a bit.
So you will you will find Skessuv pretty easily.
Alright,
As for Kraz, he's nowhere to be seen, despite being such a big boy.
Right. Kraz probably wouldn't be very helpful anyways. All I've ever heard him say is hi.
Hi.
Anyways, I'll go over to Skessuv and wave him over like, hello, Skessuv, do you remember me?
Why, yes, I do. Mr. Haehil?
Yes, that is me. I am
Well, how can I help you?
I'm in need of your superior's services. Mr. Turtle, is he present at the moment?
Yes, I can go fetch the elder. He's currently finishing up his sermons for the morning. So if you want to come with me, I can take you to him.
I would like to, but if he's in the middle of some religious ceremony, I would hate to interrupt.
Like I just said, he's getting towards the end of it.
Perfect.
So by the time we get there, he should be done. Because church is going to be wrapping up in 5 minutes. So as you two are being led to your respective areas, Liam, what were you doing?
Going to the Marquise
You
as
were
ordered.
you were stopped at the gates to the castle of the Marquise by the heavily armored draconian soldiers, and one of them, a fellow Scar veteran with scars adorning his face and body, will say, "Do you have any official business or an appointment with someone beyond these walls today, Elf?"
Yes, I'm here from the Enos Familias of War Council, delivering a message to the Marquise.
Well, let us not hold you up any further then. Go on in, he says, moving his head over. And we have a
Thank
little,
you.
like, it's a really loud whistle. I can't do a sharp whistle, but you hear a little, but a lot louder. Obviously, like it's a ear-piercing whistle as the gate begins to open up just enough for you to be able to walk through.
I walk through and try to make my way to the Marquise.
So first arriving for the little meeting will be Scout, as the two investigators and Scout have found a nice little outside dining area at one of the nearby restaurants to sit outside and conduct lunch and business at. You can order anything you want from the menu, Mr. Kidway will say. It'll be on us today.
I'm gonna start ordering like an absolute like just it's gonna be mainly meat. There's all sorts of kinds of cooked meat.
Yep.
charring me, more like just me, mainly.
So I
He's
do
not
not.
paying, so he gets the
It's a
expensive
little
stuff.
bit abnormal. It didn't matter, cheap, expensive. It didn't sort of abnormal for my size.
Ah, yes. So I do not have a picture for Mr. Kidler, but here is our Inquisitor, Malice. So, as the two sit down, and Malice will put some kind of little box on the table, and he's going to open it up with his thumb, revealing a little gemstone.
Mhm.
And he's going to say, "We are." And Kidler, the investigator, is going to say, "We are going to answer. We're going to answer. Let me ask you the following question."
You're gonna answer some of my questions? Cool.
No, we're gonna ask you some questions, as mentioned. Some of these are yes or no. Some of these aren't. This little gem is a gem of Western Zone of Truth. So we will know if you are lying or not. So, let's get started. Yes or no? Have you had any dealings with any large organized crime syndicates, groups, guilds, organizations, or anything of that matter?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yes or no? Have you had any dealings with any large organized crime syndicates, groups, guilds, organizations, or anything similar to that matter, Mr. Scout?
Well, my definition of crime and your definition of crime are two totally different. So, for me, no, I haven't. You forget where I come from. So your definition okay, my definition is okay, are two totally different things. I work with groups of people on occasion, some to get information sometimes. Some groups of less unsavory people, sure. Do I question where they come from or what they do? No.
Nope.
So I very well could have. The ones that you consider large guilds and organizations, I don't know. Probably very possibly. I just get what I need and go.
As you are saying this, without needing to make a perception check, you've noticed a lone figure sliver into view in one of the alleyways. This man has several adorning weapons, poison droplets, and feather. And a feather, meaning stealth expertise. This man wants you to see him. He wants you to know you are here. And he is casually lining you up in his sights with his heavy crossbow, and he shall wait. And see.
I'm gonna pay him no mind.
And he is gonna chill there with his sight on you, seeing if you are gonna snitch or not. Next question. Yes or no? Have you heard about any strange farms hidden away, like out in the wild, for example? Like, heard anything funny about that?
Funny farms?
Yeah, like strange farms.
I don't know jack about. I don't know anything about farms or like anything about farming. I came from a background of, war, and that's it. I know war and how to kill and stuff like that. I know nothing on how to farm like your people.
I see. And while Kidway reaches forward to drink some of the tea he ordered, over to Haehil. Haehil, during the 2-minute walk it took to get to the ceremonial chambers where Turtle was holding his morning mass. A lot of the dragon folk are weaving the large amphitheater like Will seeing that mash just got done with for the morning. Leaving Turtle and some of his disciples to clean up the pews and the stage.
Oh, that's fantastic. Turtle is in the center.
Yep, Turtle is towards the left center stage.
Alright, I won't go on stage, but I'll get closer and say, Sir Turtle, is that you? I have a favor that I would need to ask you to do.
Ah, young man, what? I remember you. You're, Haehil. Yes, that's your name.
Yes,
Well,
that is me. I'm sorry for the unsavory parting that we had, but hopefully this encounter will not have such a disastrous ending.
quite so. Well, a friend of the guild, well, a friend of the familiar is a friend of mine. So, how may I help you today, Mr. Haehil?
I have quite a large favor I need to ask of you, good doctor.
And
See,
what could that possibly be?
our friend Arxus, you've seen him as well, the young man in search of magic. He
Yes,
has fallen
the word
under,
blue child.
yes, he's fallen under a set of unfortunate events that has led him to be the next host of a great demon, should a sacrifice be made.
Eyes have immediately squinted.
Now that you are aware of that, there's even worse news. As we were leaving the area and making our way back to Abend, we made a small detour that ended up with a being far greater than our power, taking Arxus and vanishing into some period in space or some dimension we don't know. And he's nowhere to be found. I did what I could to try to stop him, but as said, this being was of a power level far beyond us. I remember in past work with clerics that they're able to summon great beings with powerful spells. Would a spell like that be able to summon Arxus from wherever he was stolen from?
I do not have the spell. However, I do know someone that does, and will be able to help you out in that matter. If you come with me to the libraries, I will introduce you to our most powerful mage.
Certainly. Thank you.
In the meantime, you're going to tell me every little detail about this demon. Or not demon, of the man that kidnapped your friend.
I will gladly, but I should not mention his name. He's the one who slayed 90 S-rates during the Draconic War.
I remember that fiend very well. I was there that day, and I was amongst the wounded. He almost split me in half, he did. I know exactly who you're talking about.
And you understand the risks of having a demon host being captured by him.
Indeed. Well, let us not waste any time then. Let us head to the libraries. And during that, and Scout's interview, Liam, as you are led into the halls and into one of the more open areas. There, you are led to upstairs, where in the simple room with the balcony, there's a general trays of food lined up, along with several maps scrawled out, both on the walls and the bigger map of the general area on the table. And there's all kinds of chess pieces and different markings on these walls. I mean, on these maps. And there stands a very troubled-looking. Pull his character sheet up. A very troubled-looking Marquisse.
I immediately kneel before him.
What? Rise up, young man. How may I be of help to you? His voice booming. It is deep, like very deep. Like a dragon, something that you would expect from a candidate that's going to be reincarnated as a dragon in his next life. This man just has an air of majesty around him.
I don't bring good news. I come from the Enos War Council.
Do you now, young man? What news does the council have?
Well, on the way here, I thought that's something that might be able to help, but getting to the point, there's a chance the Great Demon will be summoned soon in the next 4 days at Sandpoint. And one of our friends on our last escapade to go get rid of the death cult in the area by West Delta, my friend Arxus
Ate something.
ate a finger while I was trying to help Oda perform death rites, and he got cursed with the mark that if the Great Demon gets summoned, he will be the host body. And there was a few pillars of fire when we came out. We were going to go back to Abend immediately, but there was a few pillars of fire coming from West Delta, or at least the direction of West Delta. And as part of my orders duty, I went over there with the party to go save as many lives as possible if they needed help. We got there, immediately saw. Wait, why is that ping? Oh. We immediately saw a large dark cloaked man. We know him from the war. He was the man who killed 90 S-rates. We saw him immediately along with his group. When I saw him, we decided to leave, but right when I said we were leaving, he teleported to us, then grabbed Arxus and teleported out. And now has Arxus, but when I was going to walk over here, I thought of an old spell that from my cleric trainings, from what very powerful clerics can get, the gate spell. It might be able to summon him again, summon Arxus back to us, and we can prevent him being. We might be able to get their curse mark removed, and him not be the body. But there's one detail that's still troubling me from my walk from here to the council.
And that'd be?
Even if we remove that mark and Arxus is brought back here safely, let's say that all happens all according to plan, that happens. They're still going to attack Sandpoint, and I show him the plans I found in the dungeon. They're still going to plan. They're still attacking Sandpoint without Arxus, before they even had Arxus. And they already attacked West Delta, so they probably have a good portion of the lives they needed for this ritual to bring him back. So there's still a good chance we still need to send some forces to help protect West Delta during this fight. Because we all know the Solix Empire will not care, and I have a theory that Sandpoint's even less defended than it should be due to the local lord I was supposed to be going to. I forget the town. Can I look at his map really quickly and see the town that we were at?
Yep.
And I point at that town. They were commanded. Freycrest. The local lord of West Delta and Shabha Market were supposed to go over the Freycrest to help relieve them. And I suspect the lord of the market might have gone through Sandpoint and gathered some of the garrison there, not knowing that it was under threat. So there's a good chance Sandpoint is even less defended than the garrison it usually has. And if that's the case, they will definitely get the 1,300 souls they need.
Well, this is dire news, but sadly I am in a bit of trouble myself. I won't be able to deploy my troops due to petty squabbles the Solix Empire is having. Not only that, but that is way outside of my city's territory. I wouldn't be able to intervene. And on top of that, if I was able to deploy my troops without intervention from Solix and without squabbles and petty rivals going on in court, the Solix Empire would want the beautiful trading city of Abend. They've always looked for some reason to try and siege the city to take it for themselves. If I move my troops, they'll just swoop in and take it. So I am stuck here. I am unable to do anything, and it bothers me.
Oh, one thing before I forget, then we get back to the subject. There are 2 orcs living at Full Skull Keep. They're loyal to me as their war boss in a way, even though the rest of the party left. I fought the old war boss and became it, and other stuff happened. But they followed my orders, and they will not. If you sent soldiers there, they would not attack them. They would cooperate with them.
We're
They're
getting
currently
kidnapped
just
now, so start
they're
the clock.
currently just like sentries standing there, just kind of using it as a home because it was abandoned, and it was better than leaving 2 orcs to ravage around the land.
Well, granted, Fusco Keep hasn't been manned since the war, so almost 2 years, but you, as a cleric of the Enos faith, I believe, why would you take orcs under your wing?
Well, the situation was we were in a squadron. We were sent to Dolterdom Minor. We had 2 troops from the Bahamut family with us. One was more support type. The other one was the more heavy hitter. It had Turtle, Skessuv, and what's Kraz, and a few others with us. Well, we were sent there to go free some miners, and during that, the Orc Horde showed up. We were fighting cultist members, if I remember correctly, and Turtle's party stayed behind to help buy us time to get them out, and that was all going well. But if I didn't step in and fight the war boss, I knew eventually they were probably going to get overrun, and I did not want them to die. So I tried to gamble, and I fought the war boss and won, and they were under my control temporarily. It's really only those 2 left, but it was what the situation required.
Well, like I said, well, that is quite an amusing story, but back to the main topic at hand. I will, like I said, not only is Sandpoint far beyond my reach and my authority, I wouldn't want to help I wouldn't want to help the Solix Empire anyways.
But it could be another start of Draconic Wars.
Like I said, young man,
I understand. I understand.
if I even consider moving my troops, the Solix Empire will take it as an act of an aggression, and all
True.
80,000 levies, soldiers, and whatever rabble they can come up with
Will come
and
to Abend.
mercenaries will come to Abend and simply besiege us.
Is there
It's,
anything you can suggest to help Sandpoint so we don't risk the Draconic Wars happening again?
sadly, I can't. My hands are tied. They will not listen to me. Their grudges and petty rivalries is taking more of their focus away than the current issues at hand. All we'll have to do is pray that something happens, and especially now that they unfuck themselves, pardon my language, you would say, as smoke is beginning to come out of his nose and mouth as he's just getting angry about thinking about the incompetency of the Solix noblemen. And he's going to say, and if they can just unfuck themselves, he says again, kind of like with a sigh, as a long steam of smoke blows out of his nostrils. He's going to say, then maybe not. Then maybe another 2 million people won't have to die.
Well, there is another thing. I think Enos has already called a war council among the gods. And the order's already being mobilized.
In which order?
The Wyvern, what I'm a part of, sir.
Wasn't the Wyvern, along with the Dragon Order, decimated 9 years ago?
We've built up almost our strength again. I was actually just talking with Tanatar the other day about the order.
I see.
we're almost at full strength to the point where Tanator is going to assume leadership.
Well, that is some fun news to hear.
Yes.
In the meantime, though, like I said, there's nothing I can do. It is like watching something happen before your eyes and being powerless to do it. That is the current situation I am in, especially with the greedy noblemen of Solix. It is such a shame, sadly, that I'm gonna have to live through and see hundreds of thousands of people die again due to incompetency,
Hopefully not. Maybe
as well as greed.
the Order of the Wyvern might be able to do something.
I highly doubt it. If a military force marched out of Kosari, and as you know as well as I do with the nation's history,
Yes.
they will attack Kosari again.
Yes, and with this war, Enos wouldn't be able to step in again because he needs some power if this does happen.
Stupid racist.
So I'll go report back to the Enos Familia, but I'm gonna go try and talk to Turtle about the gate spell to see if we can go rescue him.
Yes, I was about to recommend and ask that you do talk to the Elder. The Elder will know what to do, if not someone who will be able to help.
Understood. Thank you, sir.
And good day to you.
I go rush off to find Turtle.
Now, back in the city, well, obviously back in the city, does anyone want to do anything besides Haehil, Scout, and Liam, and Arxus? So that just leaves...
I literally can't.
I already messaged you while I was in
let's take a look. Okay, you're just gonna chill. And then Yuno's gonna find information about the demon host at the Great Library of Nerds.
Nerd.
Nerd. Who fucking reads anymore? Now, in any case.
22.
So, while Yuno is in the library looking up information about the demon host, a person will approach her. This one, also bearing inquisitorial symbols, will walk up to her. And he shall simply say, "Excuse me, young lady, do you happen to know an individual named Scout?"
Yes, I do. Is there a problem? Did something happen with them?
Not yet, but may I take a seat, young lady?
Of course.
The old man will say, as he's going to sit down. And now, as he leans back in his chair of crinkling and tear. Yep, it's spring, all right. He's going to say, "So you do know the individual named Scout. Do you share any affiliations with the individual? Do you know any groups, parties,
Well,
organizations?"
first and only time I was in a party with him was when I was accompanying my elder sister and her group with recapturing dragon eggs.
I see. And during the small time you had to interact with the individual, have you seen him undertaking any suspicious activity, worn any uniforms, or leave late at night to meet with someone constantly?
This nigga Scout going to jail. This nigga going to jail.
Bye bye.
Well, I did see someone I assume similar to him, though all dragon folks of his kind usually look very similar, so I couldn't have been 100% sure of who it was. Listen, I'm trying my best to not look him. I'm trying here.
All dragon folk look the same. Okay.
I said of his caliber usually looks the same. Like, he literally told me that, so that's what I was told. But yeah, that's why I say to him.
So, have you noticed him at all disappearing constantly during the time you were with him?
Well, he disappeared more times than I've seen him, but his name is Scout, and apparently that the party I was accompanying used him to, as his name implies, scout out the area in order to gather information for their mission. So I would assume with his skill and his role in the party, it'll be pretty normal.
I see. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Thank you for your time. The old Inquisitor will say, getting up and heading out the door, leaving you back to your studies of the demon host.
All right.
Meanwhile, is Tavis finally here? Tavis is muted. Alright.
Do you want to hear sneezing every 5 seconds?
Nope.
Yes.
It's just your turn to have a Inquisitor come up
Ugh.
and talk to you.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, please go. No, oh god.
So this time,
Me studying heretical magic? No.
So this time, with this Inquisitor coming up to you, he is also adorned in holy symbols, but he also has a plague doctor's mask on him. As this man, as he's walking forward, he will say, "Excuse me," in the deep voice and slightly muffled from the mask. He'll say, "Are you a Lucius Hayes?"
Yes.
I am conducting a informal investigation on behalf of the Investigation Bureau. I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Do you have them? Do you have a moment?
No, I've got plenty of time. I don't have to go back to teaching for another week.
I see. Well, there is multiple sources and information say, and do tell that you know of an individual named Scout. Is that correct?
Little short dragon feller in our party?
That'd be the one.
I never got his name. But that sounds about right. What's the questions?
So, have you seen the individual undertaken any suspicious activity, wear any uniforms, or leave late at night constantly to meet with somebody?
Well, he is our locksmith and our sneaky buddy. He's really useful in combat because I don't even see him when he leaves. Like, he'll be standing right next to you, you look away and you look back and he's gone.
So, how often, to your knowledge, would you say he disappears from the party, and for how long as well, to conduct these little scouting missions?
Sometimes a couple minutes, sometimes an hour.
Yeah.
Every trip.
Every trip?
Mm.
So, next up, the man is going to hold out a bunch of symbols on a piece of paper. He's going to say, "Have you seen any suspicious symbols like this drawn on the walls, or affiliations such as codes come from the individual known as Scout?" And he's going to hold up to a bunch of letters and symbols to you. That is Thieves' Camp, but to your knowledge, you do not know that. So,
I don't think I've seen any of these. Only ever seen him write in regular common. Wait, have I seen him write?
No, you don't know if I can write.
Well, I don't know if he's educated enough to write.
I see. Well, those are all the questions I had for as of right now. Thank you for your time, he'll say before he begins walking off, leaving you to do whatever you want to do. So what would you like to do?
Well,
I'd
I'd
like
probably
everyone
just
to know I'm eternally crying inside.
Scout's going to jail.
I'm going to jail, says
No,
Scout.
I'm not going to jail. I'm gonna be dead.
He's going to hell instead.
well, I guess I'll
This lad's
probably
got
just
this
look
shot.
around for my teammates at the moment because I don't even know what's going on.
You might be able to see me rush into the fine turtle.
By the way, just from volume,
I guess I'm not being quiet about it. I'm wearing plate.
It's a bit too noisy for interrogation. Yeah.
Let's see. So, so you will be able to see Liam at least running pretty rapidly. And Liam, as you're rushing to Bahamut HQ, you're going to notice two very strange men sitting and talking with Scout.
Do I recognize them?
You do not.
Okay. Well, I shrug it off and just continue trying to find Turtle.
So, Lucius, not only did you see Liam run by, but you also saw the two individuals talking to Scout as well. What would you like to do?
Tavis. He might be sneezing.
Yeah, he's probably sneezing. I don't blame him. I've been sneezing my brains out too.
Same.
Scout.
Huh?
So after the three of you had a little bit of your lunch, there's still a lot left. Mr. Kidler is gonna lean forward and he's gonna ask you this one. Did you, yes or no, did you kill or play a part in the assassination of Ares?
Inevitably, it was war. Back in the war, I was stationed here around the city during the siege. So inevitably, some of my actions, yes, played a part in that. Most likely, yes. Do I know every single little thing that happened? No, but some of my actions might have contributed. Yeah.
I see. Well,
Inevitably.
Inevitably, indeed. Next up on our little list here, a source of our information suspects you of treachery, as well as two witnesses have possibly claimed to have saw you wearing an organization's uniform. Would you be able to confirm or deny these claims?
Treachery of who? I don't remember betraying anyone besides Tiamat herself, but it's the only person that I've ever betrayed, and also someone else, but I don't want to say his name right now because that's not the best time to say it here.
I see.
Those were the only two people that I've ever betrayed, and
so as Kidra takes a look over at the glowing lock that hasn't dinged once, he's gonna continue writing down your notes and answers. As he's gonna say, do you happen to know why your party shouldn't have went to Estelta?
Oh, he didn't even tell you? Part of me is not even surprised he didn't tell you. So
we got information.
I'm gonna give you some context beforehand of all this. So
yes,
before this we killed a lich.
So like I was gonna say real quick before you start is our boss didn't get enough information from whoever it was that was on this quote unquote council.
Councils up, but don't like to give out too much.
Yes, we were just told.
Only makes you guys' jobs difficult. It wastes my time.
Indeed, this is also wasting our time just as much. But sadly, we have
There's more pressing things to be doing than this. But you don't. So
indeed. But yes, do you happen to know why?
We killed a lich, and after that we went into Liam found a room with a dragon egg in it, but had all sorts of mechanisms and traps on it to prevent it from being taken. So he knew that was my department, really. So I spent 10 minutes taking it apart and stuff. Well, he said he was going to go watch Oda at the time, do whatever, instead of doing literally anything else that could have been constructive. Like, I don't know, pay attention to Arxus, because after I was done, I went out, because liches are... I point to the Lich Hunter is known for leaving other undesirable things behind after the fact for you to find. And Arxus ended up going in and I guess eating something. I don't know. This kid child or something in a man's body. But
I
he
see.
ate something and ended up becoming a host of a greater demon that could be summoned once. There's a few ways where he's either properly sacrificed in a few places to summon a greater demon, and then, or also he just dies, but that comes with its own greater complications in itself. So we left, and they saw West Delta was on fire, and I don't know why. He was like, "Let's go there," and I sat there and stopped everyone. I don't, no one really trusts me to be the leader, and it's like whatever. But I put my foot down away. Arxus shouldn't go there, period, because it's stupid. Whoever sieged down that city is important, basically, and strong. Take down West Delta, because West Delta is not a small city by any means. But he decided to leave it up to what you guys call a vote, which is one of the stupidest things invented, in my opinion. But that's just me. And lo and behold, I'm the only one, for some reason, still to this day, mind boggles me, saying no, Arxus shouldn't go, and we should either A, go straight to Abend where it's safe so we can protect him, or B, at the very least, someone make his way to Abend with him so that whatever's there doesn't find out what's wrong with them if they have anything above like 10 IQ. Because I can sense what he fucking ate. And I'm not even that powerful, in my opinion. And I could feel it. So we inevitably go down there, and I see him, per se. I want to say his name once. So, yeah, Anglos was there. And there's only two people that I fear ever since my creation was Tiamat herself and him. Ugh. Gives me the shakes a little bit thinking about him. And I couldn't say his name because Demonology 101 is you don't say a demon's name, especially when you're close by. So I told him to run, and me being visibly scared, I guess wasn't a cue for him to run away because nothing else faces me, not even Mr. Lich Hunter over there. That could probably like crumple me in like 2 seconds if I didn't do anything. And he said hi to me. I instinctively tried to beat him off for 2 seconds, for a few seconds at least, after him standing and doing nothing there for about 25 seconds, until he finally said, "Let's leave." And I tried to fight him off. It failed. Haehil tried to stop him with a counter spell. He stunned everyone, except for me. Turks Arxus and left, probably to some place. Not gonna lie. I can only imagine the things that he's doing.
Alright,
right
well,
now.
since you answered two of
just
our
to wrap
pre-
this up and to give a little bit more beyond this, and I already know who already tattled on me, told you guys the information is because his pride was hurt. Was after I blamed Liam, the leader, for not having the balls to say no, we're not going. You can blame it on his whatever beliefs or whatever, but sometimes you got to set those aside and do what's logical and have some balls, not be some spineless leader. No.
Alright, well, Mr. Scout,
Hmm.
we were going to ask you 2 other questions, but it looks like your lamblings have already answered most of them. So, last but not least, before we can let you go, it's the last time I'm doing rehearsal with you, by the way.
Yes.
Because you just completely just kept talking and talking and
I know. I didn't mean to.
and
I
ended up answering 2 of the questions you weren't supposed to answer yet.
Oh, oops.
So, like I said, that's the last time I'm going to give you a fair heads up. But the last question,
I literally didn't mean to. I was telling them everything.
the last thing we have for you, Mr. Scout, before we can let you go and conclude our little investigation here. So far, our lie detector hasn't gone off. and we haven't noticed any twitching or movement in your body to determine if you were lying. But we have one more thing we'd like to show and ask you before we can let you go. Malice, if you please. Malice is gonna reach on the table real quick as he reaches into his bags, and he's gonna pull out this mask that has 2 crossed daggers with raindrops dripping down from the blades, along with several other key distinctions and marks. And as he places it on the table for Scout to see, Malice this time is going to ask, have you ever seen something like this before? And if you have, do you know what it means?
I grab it, I take a look at it a little bit, inspecting it, and I put it down, and it's like during the Dragon mission, there were some of these figures up and around the city specifically. So yeah, I saw at least 1 or 2 bopping about. My party saw a few as well. Not nearly as many pictures or drawings. You're like, I don't even know. Like this one has, but yeah, we saw a few. What they mean, it's just they could mean. I mean, like dagger, maybe someone who's good at close and personal type assassinations or fighting, maybe. Bow is probably an easy one, maybe good at archery. That's like the obvious ones that you could be obvious about, but
I see. Well, that answers most of our questions. You are scot-free. You're free to go for now, unless
any other like not on the paper questions you want to ask?
not specifically, no. But as of right now, Mr. Scout, we appreciate your cooperation, and you still remain to be innocent in the eyes of the little lie detector. You are free to go.
Okay, cool.
As for the others, as Liam is just
I'm gonna get up and go to the back to the Bahamut Fear with my ink quills.
Alright, just as Turtle, Skessuv, Haehil are beginning to walk towards the Grand Library inside the Bahamut HQ, that's when Liam bursts through the door.
Liam, there you are. Where have you been?
Lucius was able to keep track of Liam and saw him burst into the Bahamut HQ. We're standing out into the door. We're standing out into the hall. I mean, you can also see the little one known as Turtle, Haehil, Skessuv, and now Liam standing in front of them.
Oh, and Lucius too. Well, you're just in time. Turtle is showing us
yes.
I
was muted. I was talking. I was muted. I was saying
At
so
least
much.
I know when I'm muted.
I mute myself whenever I'm not talking. Sometimes I forget. But
I mute both mics, so that way I know to undo both mics.
Alright.
But
So yeah,
on my way
was
to
just
go talk to
taking us
Marquisse.
someone who's able to enact a request of mine. We're gonna get Arxus back, Liam.
Yes. I just got back from talking to Marquisse. On my way there, I thought about the gate spell. The gate spell might be able to summon Arxus back. I remember from my time studying as a cleric and as my apprenticeship, the only really powerful clerics can do it. And I don't know of any person besides Turtle.
Okay.
Well, you're just in luck. Turtle was showing me to someone who might be able to do exactly what we're both thinking.
May I accompany y'all?
Meanwhile, Arxus in the torture chamber.
Yeah, pretty much.
If it's all the same with other Turtle, then
It's pin the tail on the Arxus going on right now.
Ow! No, please don't. No. Get it away from me.
The executioner has to entertain himself somehow without killing you. until it's time for the execution. So they're playing pin the tail on the Arxus by blindfolding themselves and spinning each other like 5 times.
Oh god.
You can
What
tell
are
you're
they-
getting close by the screaming.
If they're using anything metal to attempt to pin the tail on me,
Of
they're
course.
going to be
Shut
It's
up.
shocked.
gonna be like a big nail.
I'm a living capacitor. They are going to be shocked. They're
You
going to
see
be
though, but
receiving.
they got
a lot
safety
of pain.
precautions in place, so they're not going to get shocked.
They've got
Yeah, they got their safety precautions after the first guy who tried playing died.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we weren't after Jim's death. We aren't making that mistake again.
Rip Joe.
Jim was a bastard, anyways. But in any
He's
case,
dead, Jim.
Oh god.
but in any case, as you guys follow Manzio Turtle into the Grand Libraries, into the Grand Library of the Bahamut Familia, Turtle's going to tell you guys to wait at the entrance before he's going to round the corner heading off somewhere, before he's going to come back with a 7-foot-tall dragonborn in wizardry robes and fire. He has some pretty nasty scars on his face as well.
That's a big lad.
So yeah, 7 feet tall. This quiet man will accompany little baby man. Back to you guys.
Right.
And looking at you all, he's gonna say, "The elder says you're in need of my help."
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We need a magic caster powerful enough to use the gate spell.
It is of no problem to me. Who are you trying to contact?
We're trying
Arxus
to rescue
Firebolt.
a
Firebolt.
Genasi by the name of Arxus Firebolt.
Oh.
And is he on this plane or is he on a different plane?
We
Don't
don't
know.
I see. Well,
There's a good chance he's on a different plane, though.
let's see. Well,
Someone can use their divination, clerical, what's it called? Divine
I have to
intervention to
wait.
tell,
I have-
ask if yes or no.
I could actually do that. I forgot about that.
That means
Please do
divine
something
intervention
cleric-y.
is interpreted by the user.
well, that's channel divinity, so that's not going to work.
Oh, wait, what was he asking? What were you saying?
Divine
Steve?
intervention.
Oh, I've already used that.
You fuck.
I used that during the fight.
You fuck.
We've had a day.
Actually, no, I didn't. Actually, no. Last time I used that was when Volvi. I'm sorry.
We've had
Yeah,
a
actually,
It's
no.
been a day.
Yeah, no, I
You can
forgot.
only use it every 7 days.
Every 7
Has
days.
been
It's
7
been a week.
days.
It's been a week since the Volvi. It's been over a week since the Volvi incident, right?
It's
Really?
I don't-
Because that's when I last used it.
Do you remember the day?
It was when
I got-
Volvi got attacked. Remember?
I don't remember the day specifically. You gotta help me.
That was
Guys.
like 3 or 5 sessions ago. That's over a week of travel time.
Oh yeah.
Then you would have it.
Okay, let's try it. Where are you?
I just love reminding clerics what to do their job.
This is my first time playing
Isn't
Cleric.
that just
Also,
the best thing to do for a cleric?
That's my job, right? Vic,
okay.
to remind clerics what their job is.
If you roll,
Yes.
describe
Now
yourself.
I gotta figure out. I gotta remember how to roll percentile die because I don't remember how to do that. You know how
Just
to?
roll
The
a
D100.
1d10 and a 1d100. Wait, no, it should just be a roll 1d100.
Yeah,
well,
it's 1d100.
let's see. If
I'm
you roll a
asking-
number equal to or lower than your level, yeah,
Like that.
it doesn't work.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah, if you roll a number equal to or lower than your cleric's level, your DD. Yeah, no, it's 10 or below, which is a pretty low chance. So nothing
Yeah.
will happen.
Well then.
That's yeah, it's a 20% chance of working and like a 1% chance of perfectly succeeding.
Well,
Yeah.
how about this? If you all come with me, he's gonna take you all to a chamber. That as soon as he snaps his finger, the purple glowing lights begin to fill the chamber up. And it will reveal a summoning circle in the middle. And as he will take a seat down in the middle of the circle, crossing his legs, he's going to ask you to describe what Arxus looks like.
I will go into as much detail as possible.
And I will assist in this endeavor.
Hasn't this guy met Arxus before?
I actually,
this is a-
hang on. I actually have prestidigitation, which can make a tiny bust of Arxus Flarebolt.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they could do that.
Yes.
It can make a small non-magical object. So I'm going to
Okay.
make a small statue of Arxus with his clothing on.
Hobbs, you fucking hot micing. What the hell?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was
Hubs,
you.
Jesus Christ, man.
Thought it was you.
Poor Hubs.
See, so pardon me, I've never introduced myself before. I am let's get this fucking shit. I am Ikriula Shefron, one of the leading summoners in the Bahamut familiar and head honcho. But with that in mind, he's gonna look at this for a minute, and hearing what you guys also described to him, he's gonna try and scry. So, after 10 minutes has passed, he is gonna say, the being known as Arxus is not on this plane of existence.
So, what does that tell us for the gate's success?
It should work.
It shall work, because the parameters of the gate spell, Ikriula says as he rests his elbows on his knees and his intertwined knuckles against his chin, he's going to say, it will allow me to conjure a portal linking to an unoccupied space, as well as a precise location on a plane of existence. All I have to do is say the creature's name, this case being Arxus Firebolt, and hopefully notice that the first ruler of hell does not notice my intrusion. If not, we are going to have a swarm of demons.
Oh,
Oh, so we should probably ready weapons just in
right.
case.
Why, yes, but it also depends on where the being Arxus is.
Okay.
That will factor in to having a swarm of demons rushing through the portal.
Very well. We'll prepare to handle any demon that tries to come through, and may our gods assist you.
So while this is happening, during the Fiesta of the Dead, as they are having fun playing pin the tail on the Arxus, after all that is done, he is casted back into his little iron cell in hell, bleeding and bloodied. But that was when.
What do Genasi bleed?
If it bleeds, we can kill it. But as Ikriula, goes through his components pouch, he's gonna place his arcane focus in his one hand, and then he's gonna have a diamond that's at least worth 5,000 gold pieces in the other hand. And as he closes his fist around the diamond and does a little into his hand, it crumples and disappears as he begins muttering something. That is when suddenly, Arxus, as you look up with a loud bang,
Holy shit.
you can see this dragonborn in the mortal realm looking at you through the portal, and you can also see the others. You have about 1 minute to get through the portal.
Hold a second, Vic. I have a private question. How do I whisper to you?
W/.
The storyteller.
Storyteller, enter.
Please do go through the portal though before a minute counts down, because as far as I know, this is counting in real life.
Yeah, I'm counting in real life right now. If you're not
Okay. Is Arxus naked?
no.
Okay, good.
Come on,
Jumps.
quickly.
Oh boy.
So
Jump through the portal if I'm able. It seems to be a way out, right?
yes, it looks to be of a way out as you.
Any hole's a goal.
As you pass through the portal and spill out back into the mortal plane, that is when motherfucker interrupt me with that shit. That is when Ikriula will close the portal immediately behind him, dispelling the gate spell.
Oh my
And
god.
he's gonna immediately point his staff at he's gonna immediately point his staff at
Arxus.
Boyle here, and he's gonna say, as he is readying something rather deadly, he's gonna say, "Is this the one you wanted?"
Yes, this is him.
Alright, good. I don't have to strike his heart.
You're going to kill me.
No, we saved you. You're fine.
I go up to immediately him and place my hand on him, giving him basically level 5 cure wounds.
I'm going to start profusely thanking this sorcerer.
Oh, he's a wizard.
This wizard.
Yep.
I thought you just said lizard. Was like the fuck.
Yeah, he's just a wizard. An ordinary wizard.
If I
He
want
has
to be
magical
super
power.
general, he is a dragonborn, right?
Yes.
He's a lizard wizard.
Yes.
There's a wizard.
Wizard.
The blizzard
So-
lizard wizard.
God,
I'm
no.
always bad with words, so next best thing.
Well, here he is. Keep him under monitor. Make sure none of the demonic effects have gotten into his head.
Thank you
Other than
so
that.
much.
We need to get
Murder. I love murder.
Turtle.
This is normal.
Turtle, may we get you to look at something?
Sure, Turtle says. He's a little cautious.
We
By the way, Liam, I've told him about what has happened in the Lich's lair.
okay. Do you? I show him the. If Arxus allows me, I show him the mark on Arxus' neck. Do you know of any way to remove this?
Oh, it was never a mark.
Oh, I thought it was a mark.
It's an internal mark.
This ain't Berserk, buddy.
Oh, I thought he had like kind of like cursed mark from Naruto.
Nah, man, this is
Okay.
this is an internal mark.
Can
At
you
least the
sense?
action of salts tasted good.
Can you sense the mark in him?
I don't have to sense it. I can see it. Turtle says, his eyes narrowing.
Do you know where we can get this removed? Because we can't risk it.
Let's see. Do I?
Meanwhile, Bahamut's office.
Yeah, he's just hyperventilating in the empty office of Bahamut because Bahamut's out having lunch right now.
No, I'm out with a giant map just marking shit.
Bahamut out for lunch, maybe even dinner.
Probably with one of the commanders being like, yeah, this is where you guys should be. This is where all the shit is, and then they're just all 30,000 having raging murder
We should
boners.
really first ask whether or not it's possible to remove this.
That's what I'm asking. If
Well,
there's
I'm
any way he has to remove it.
Turtle's thinking. Give him a moment.
That's what exactly what I have.
Fantastic.
Y'all gotta chill. Like, give Turtle a moment. He's old.
I'm going to be cleaning up Arxus with whatever I've got, making sure he doesn't look like a tortured boy anymore.
So
He's
Turtle,
all cut shit.
Turtle is gonna casually take out his ceremonial mace.
Sir,
Turtle.
what are you doing with that?
Do not resist.
I jump in front of him.
There's only one way to get rid of a greater curse spell, such as this.
And
I'm
And
assuming
you
we don't like
either
it.
step out of the way and let me do my ritual, or he's gonna remain cursed.
okay,
I'll-
I thought you were about
I'll
to bonk him on the head.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
That's what I have to
Ritual
do.
and
Yes.
beating the
Okay.
fuck out of him.
Arxus, I'm sorry. This is for your own good.
Yes. I get out of the way.
So, as his mace begins to rev up them fires with holy magic, he shall cast remove greater curse, and he is gonna bonk you as hard as he can. Bonk!
It's got 20, 15 damage.
Hold on, did I actually Is my health accurate now?
Yeah, I brought you full back.
But then he just fucking wiped you with 15 damage on top of a remove greater curse. So you are now cleansed. Turtle says, happy.
Okay.
This
I
poor
now
man.
have 40 hit points. Ow.
Yeah, like he cracked his skull a little. You might want to do something about that.
Am I the one concerned that we have to pay these people back?
Dan.
Why, good observation, Tavis.
Yeah. So, what's the payment going to be for this?
Your life.
Your
What?
soul.
Yeah, your soul.
There has to be something.
72 virgins.
I've
that'll
got
be-
money,
that'll
so
be
if need be, I
40,000
can
gold.
get another diamond.
The
Well,
mom's
no,
like, we
they-
can't pay that.
More
Then he
than-
sends me back.
Probably to favor
You know,
than
I
anything
I
else.
would totally do it too.
Oh no.
So actually, yes, you can. You will have to pay me for my service. Ikriula will say. Do you have 5,000 gold or a diamond worth that?
I will go out and get that tonight. I'll have it
By
to
all, by all means, as long as I have it before 6 a.m. tomorrow, you will not go into indentured servitude until you can pay it off.
Yeah,
Oh
so
god.
Oh no.
So
I'll
you have
get it for
until
you.
6
You
a.m.
have my word.
You have it until 6 a.m. tomorrow, Ikriula will say with a smile.
We might
Great.
need to take it. We
Great.
might need to make the
Yes.
mortgage on the house a bit more.
Oh no, I can pay for that myself. I've been storing up.
In the meantime, as Turtle's
God.
going for him, he's tracing his finger, kind of like in weird symbols across Arxus's back as he's checking him, making sure that there's nothing else in there before he gives him the all clear.
We should probably go back to Enos
Like that
HQ
black
to tell him that the threat is slightly less now.
I have a visit to the Jadats to make. Please do
The
go in there yourself. Yes. One of them has a good eye for gems, so I'll ask him if he knows a good jeweler that I can buy a diamond.
I mean, we can go together.
No, I want you to take Arxus to Enos.
Okay.
Ow.
Okay, come on, Arxus, let's go.
Pain hurts.
Plus, it's not
Oh,
an English trip. I should be able to make it there myself.
Here you go, Arxus.
They took everything. Even my magic rock.
Even my magic. Yeah, they did strip him of everything except his quo, so he lost everything.
Oh my god. Oh no.
I'm gonna have to go. Wait, actually,
You-
I have bank money. Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
see,
what-
that's why you put it in your savings.
Yeah, so we can go to your bank.
445.
We need to go to the we need to go to Enos first, Arxus. Then we can go to the bank.
But pain.
I've already healed you.
There are clerics to treat that pain.
I've already treated his pain. Oh yeah, I just
Alright.
did.
I wish you all luck. I'm going to go pay back the debts that I owe.
Let's go, Arxus.
Me looking at my hefty gold.
I'm going to go to Rainforge to find Sazul Jadat.
So, as the party splits throughout the city and you guys are doing your different things, Haehil, you're gonna hear a. Excuse me, are you a Haehil? The voice will
Oh
say.
no.
First of all, that voice coming out of nowhere is going to make him jump and the armor rattle. Alright?
Yep. So, standing behind you is not one, but where the fuck is he? Is not one, but two of the Inquisitors. Mr. Anderson, we have some questions for you.
If you're looking for Haehil, I am he. What is the issue?
So, Mr. Haehil, we have a few questions for you.
Well, by all means, let us find somewhere to discuss it. I was on my way to repay a debt, so...
Nope, right here is fine, the man will say.
Very well. What questions do you have for me?
Do you know the individual named Scout?
Yes, I do know Scout. He's the reconnaissance and stealth expert in our team. He's quite essential.
Have you seen the individual undertaken any suspicious activity, wear any uniforms, or leave late at night to meet with someone constantly?
Well, as mentioned previously, he is our reconnaissance and stealth expert. It's very hard to keep track of him if he chooses to go visit. So there are some disappearances, and it's become quite regular. He doesn't stay away for long, though, normally coming back after around 30 minutes.
And what do you mean that he's disappearing regularly? Do you know how often this happens?
Well, sometimes we ask him to go scouting. That's one of his disappearances, because he prefers to not even let us know where he's going. It does end up with some funny moments, but he does disappear, slink away from the party, but he gets us information that we need.
I
And
see.
from what I've seen, he hasn't done anything outwardly detrimental to the party's success.
And but have you seen him draw or interact with any suspicious symbols? Like the ones drawn here on the walls or affiliation, such as codes? And he is going to show you a whole list of symbols from the Thieves' Cant chart I gave you access to.
Drawing on the walls, I haven't seen him do, but interacting with them, it's entirely possible. What does that mean to you?
We are wondering if you've seen him, or have you seen these symbols at all from him?
Symbols from him? No.
Or have you seen him at all?
Unless you want, I don't know if you're asking me to discern this from children's writing on the walls, but if you want to identify it, Scout is your better man.
I see.
Not going to be very useful for that.
Ding! I see. As he nods his head a little. 2 more Inquisitors will slowly begin walking up behind you, as they have kind of cut you off. He's then gonna ask you this one. He's gonna say, in the past, have you seen or heard anything mentioning of the messenger?
Messenger? Absolutely.
Yes.
There are couriers all across the city.
Let me
Messengers
specify.
are common.
Let me specify. Have you heard or seen any interactions with the messenger that works for the Shadow Organization?
Interacting with him specifically is not something I've done. I
No,
know someone.
not with Scout. No. Have you?
Interacting with the messenger personally is not something I have done. I know someone who has.
And who would that person be?
A voice in my head.
Let's take a walk.
I think this takes a bit of explaining.
Oh god.
You can come with us, or we can crack your skull open and we can drag you with us. What do you want to do?
Well, I don't.
Hey, yo, what's a
Oh
federal?
shit, oh fuck, oh shit.
I don't
oh,
plan
fuck,
to
oh, shit.
resist, and hopefully I haven't been hostile to you, so...
I love it how
Assault
a
won't be on
completely
the
person
table.
and completely unrelated is getting dragged away.
Sure.
I just want to point this out.
We can go wherever so long as these threats are unnecessary.
So as they begin walking, they kind of boxed you in a little, where your only choice of really walking is following the 2 in front of you. As the woman behind you on your right is going to ask you, have you heard of or seen any suspicious activity on farms or any hidden farms?
Suspicious activity on farms. But out of character, I don't know how long I've been in the opioid farm, so I don't know if saying no even is true.
Yes, it will. It will trigger it. No matter what you say, Murmur has. Since you relived Murmur's memories, you also know the locations of the opioid farms. So no matter what you say, if you answer no, it's gonna ding.
I sure do know of some strange farms out in the wilderness, but strange activity that I've seen, it'd be hard to discern what's normal and what's strange. I don't work on a farm. I'm a soldier.
So as they're taking you along into this big old building, they're gonna lead you down a flight of stairs into the more darker areas, and then they're gonna open up a door where you're gonna go and sit down in this chair in the very middle of this very dark room, with only one light illuminating the space. And this is a dark magic field. Your dark vision will not be able to see through this.
That's an anti-magic field.
No, it's like Spear of Darkness or whatever the hell it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head. But now they're going to begin playing mind games with you.
It's just darkness.
Yeah, it's just darkness. Your dark vision will not be able to see into this darkness.
You just want me to go into a dark room? I'm aware of this
Like-
spell. I'm able to do it myself.
Like I said, you weren't listening. You're going to go and sit down in the middle of the room with a chair that's illuminating just enough. Everything else is darkness.
I don't really have another option. Best of luck to you guys in looking for what you're looking for. I'm walking in there because I don't have another option. The bonkers are following me.
So as the door closes behind you and you take your seat, what does everyone else want to do?
I'm gonna. What I'm gonna do is basically grab the big map that I got with locations marked of things, of like the cultist locations that I spent like all night trying to remember where and stuff like that, and their possible routes, and I'm gonna go start bringing that to the commander of the 30,000 people.
Oh no, the Crusader reader is in far off lands. You won't be able to
Oh.
find them. Like I said, they're ready to be teleported in a moment's notice, but they're nowhere
Oh,
near there.
teleported in. Okay, then I'm gonna give it to Bahamut, and if Bahamut's not there, I'm gonna find Turtle and give it to him so he can give it to Bahamut.
Well, during the 10 minutes of being between all this happening and Haehil getting spirited away, Bahamut has returned from his lunch break.
Here, it took all night, but I marked every possible holdout, location, outpost, and supply acquisitions.
I see. Well, this is of great news and of great wealth of knowledge to me, Scout. Would you like any reward?
I would like a nap. No.
Yo, AJ just got fucking lit up.
It is what it is.
Not that I can name. It's not anything that I quite desire.
All right. Nope, no worries. Well, if that is the case, then.
We're
But
doing this
Bahamut
for to
died back
slow them
on.
down than anything.
And what'd you say? I was dying.
I was doing it to slow them down more than anything.
I
Because
see.
it was a common tactic to use humans, which played a good part in the siege of Abend. Originally.
Yes.
So it's better to take care of them with speed before they disperse any more than they already have.
Yes.
Guaranteed they're already here in the city. Probably been here since the war ended, most likely.
That is always a possibility. But in the meantime, go get some sleep. I will make sure these maps are given to the appropriate people.
Mm-hmm. Is there is there an extra chair in Bahamut's office?
Sadly, there is not.
Oh. I was gonna go sit in the chair and just sleep in his office. He's gonna stand there and be like, really? He's really just gonna sleep right there? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go find like a place in the rafters to sleep, I guess. For now.
Alright, well. If that's the case. Clementine, Arxus, what do you guys want to do?
We're going. Me and Arxus are going to the Enos HQ.
What about you, Lucius? What do you want to do?
Lucius is
Tavis, are you done dying?
Nah.
Alright, carry on.
Tavis is dying. Alright.
Well, you two will enter into Uno's
The hell?
HQ. Along like the little bastard he is, goes AFK.
Oh no! For some reason, the timer was set on my phone. I was beating myself
see.
to turn it off. Like I don't know why.
Well, you and Arxus have entered HQ. What would you like to go and do?
Is there any guards at the gate?
Well, yes, there is, as always.
Is Folas, Tanata, or even Shinra here?
Everyone is out doing something except for Lady Shenora.
Can you summon her? So it's a matter of the council meeting earlier. And
I'm
it's
sorry, I
very,
was
very
getting
important.
food. Am I up?
Alright, well,
And tell her I'm begging. Please.
I'll be right back with the lady. The guard will say. Kind
Does
of like,
Arxus-
why are you sending me to go and do this, you little bastard? He says as he heads off.
Shinra hates everyone. I'm determined.
No, it's just she doesn't want to be disturbed right now, and now she has to go disturb her.
And Arxus is gonna see, oh god, like the misery is on his face because he has to meet with Shinra.
Wait, you're putting me with her?
No, you won't have
Oh.
to.
So a
Yeah.
few
It'll be
minutes.
me.
Let's see. A few minutes will pass before the guard quietly slinks back to his position as Shenora comes out the door. And even though
Hello.
she's very small, she's gonna say, as I get it back up to normal size, in a full armor and plate, she's gonna say, "What do you want, mutt? I have better things to do than talk to you. It better be important."
He will not flinch at that because it's normal for her. Me and Haehil, along with, look up his name because I did type it out in my notes. Ikriula, I can't. How do you say it, Vic?
Ikua.
Ikriula.
Ikriula?
Along with her will have recovered Arxus and removed the mark.
Well, that is some good news I haven't heard. Was there anything else?
No. Yes. Can I talk to you in private? Please.
Sure.
Arxus, you can go do what you want.
Oh.
Dude, you're. Is there some wounds I haven't gotten to yet, Arxus?
Okay. With the amount of healing you fed Arxus with, he's still got 30 health before he's full.
Really? I thought. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, Arxus
Why didn't you tell me that? I would have given you health potions.
He's just gonna go around asking who.
Hold on. I passed him a greater health potion and 2 regular.
Man's about to go chug mode on those potions. Alright.
The nigga could just take a nap.
Actually, yeah, let's go take a nap.
I'm still gonna give those health potions for him to use later on if he needs it.
Alright, so 2 regular health potions and 1 greater.
Yes.
Alright.
I follow Shinra to a room.
Shenhua is gonna lead you into Enos' office over here that's empty right now.
I mean,
Well,
character sheet.
that,
I'm moving. I'm moving. It's alt. Yeah, alt's it.
she's gonna stand. She's not gonna sit.
I'm not. I'm just standing by the chair, gripping the tops of it.
She has her arms crossed across her chest. She is not really enjoying this so far.
I know you don't like me right now. Well, you don't like me generally, and you like me even less now.
What do I like you?
But there was a reason why we went to West Delta.
I don't care to hear your excuses, Liam.
It's not. I'm telling you the reason why and what I'm doing because of it. I went there because of the order, but I'm punishing myself in this way. I'm going to try and give the leadership of the party to Haehil.
And why are you telling me
Yeah,
this?
about that.
Where I don't care about
I'm
your
going to
party's inner
try.
workings.
Because I think you personally think I'm full of myself.
No, I just never liked you from the get-go.
Wow.
And I've been trying to fix that.
But no, I don't know why you're telling me about the inner workings of your party when I quite frankly don't care. When your failure of a stepfather would more care. Would be willing to care.
She sees Liam face darken. Failure?
Well, yes, Well, yes, I don't know what came over him to waste someone like you, but the past is the past, and now his soul is tainted.
He's your own brother. How could...
It's simple, Liam. It really is. You wouldn't have understood, because you weren't there. But I don't get how anyone can ever forgive the humans, let alone breed with such a filthy monkey to produce what you came out to be.
So, you hold it against Fulos for showing compassion?
No, weakness to the human race. Where our sisters, our brothers, should have been avenged in blood long ago. But
They
Enos,
were. He killed all the leaders that are behind it. That's what's written down in the history books.
Yo, he killed everyone that was involved with that.
You can't blame the common folk for believing what they're told. When they can't read, when they all the information they get is what they're told. And I'm not excusing them. But the humans are still not they're better now. You work alongside humans for sakes, Shinra. One of the heads of Familia is human.
and what a mistake that turned out to be.
What's wrong with him?
Have you not met him?
No, I haven't.
Then you'll understand when you meet him. But
So,
with that in mind, Liam, like I said, why are you telling me all this?
because I thought it might please you, because I'm self-punishing myself.
Granted, I will give you the credit where credit is due. I am happy to hear that, what's that creature's name? Not creature. That person's name. Arxus was successfully recovered from the demon ward. I will give you
Yes.
that credit where you were able to recover from that. However, everything else, I quite frankly do not care about.
Understood. I'll leave you be to your own thoughts.
That would be wise.
I leave. I go back out and I go looking for Haehil.
about that.
So,
Yeah, I know. I
Good
know.
fucking luck.
Out of character, I know what's going on. Liam has no fucking idea.
Well,
Why is this still going off?
time's up.
Dude,
It's
just
over.
Maybe you need
Wow,
to,
snap back to
I've already
reality.
checked the timer thing on my phone. There's no timer set. Like I'm
Maybe
actually.
you need to reset your phone real quick. Just,
Yeah,
just
probably.
shut it off, turn it back on.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Well,
so
it's funny that all this discussion about hatred of others because, they're not real elves or something like that. And, like,
They're
my
not
character's
true
just like,
Aryans. Alright.
literally was raised to be an elf, just isn't race-wise an elf.
Man, you're not even close to human.
Am I
You're
green
It's like a
being-
battle
you-
between X and Y, and B comes cruising
You're-
down.
You're a being of energy.
yeah, just straight up good old energy. So with that in mind, we'll be going on our first 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Seems like someone wants a race war.
Honestly, I love Shenra. One of my favorite characters.
Race
Why are you
war.
coming to me about this? I don't.
Yeah, like, why are you telling me? I don't care.
We've
I don't
met-
even
we've
know
met a
what
person created from
class
pure
she is.
apathy, and I love it.
I just envisioned her with resting bitch face.
It's so true. That's how I was playing her.
Resting bitch face. That's it. Oh.
For her hatred of the humans is so carved deep, she will never be able to forgive.
Well, I'm glad Arxus isn't a human.
She just is like anyone who isn't an elf.
Better use some alter self to get yourself some
No,
pointy ears.
she likes everyone else, Liam. She just doesn't like humans, and with good reason.
Yes,
Those-
there's good reason,
okay.
but
Those
those people,
barbarians raped and pillaged the city of
But-
Corsair before our very eyes.
none of those people are alive anymore.
And in Shenwa's ideology, it's better to wipe the entire race clean so something like that never happens to anyone else.
That's no better than doing what they did.
Man,
Hi,
if he
Hitler.
continues, I'm gonna fucking
Yeah.
call Aaron Yeager, bro.
Literally,
Lana, I
literally,
gotta break it
she's-
to you, you're not the right person to tell her that.
I know I'm not, but I'm still saying like, you can't right a wrong by doing something equally as grievous.
Watch me.
Actually, worse.
Observe.
Yeah, observe.
He said I
Arxus
can't
just
like
wrote
you.
up this. Can you
Who's
not
gonna
kill
stop me
other
if I
humans?
do?
Yeah, who's gonna
me if I do?
stop?
Probably Enos.
All right, not you clearly.
No, I
Arxus
don't
about
have
to
the
use
power
all
to
3
face
lucky
her.
dice for the ultimate wombo combo.
I mean, if the thing that just sidelined Haehil didn't, we probably would have had a good conversation about that, but no. There were other plans at play.
Oh, yes, there is, because boy, oh boy, something bad's about to happen.
Oh,
And-
yes it is. I'm about to die. I just got this huge development in character, and it's game over time.
It's like you shouldn't say certain things.
Yeah. What? Me?
No.
Who?
To get yourself locked up in a dungeon all by yourself in the path of darkness. Me, hangry as fuck, just wanting someone to go get food so I can keep playing the D&D instead of me leaving the D&D with my car and go picking something up.
3 more minutes to go, and I'm just chugging water.
We just started the 10-minute break 2 minutes ago.
5 minutes.
No, it was literally 2 minutes ago. I walked
No,
out and came
no.
back.
No,
You
no,
walked
he
out,
said
came
5.
back, and it's still 10 minutes.
He said 5-minute break.
Oh, 5 minute, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
5-minute
hungry.
break.
I love it. I really like it how like someone not even related to the situation is getting thrown into the interrogation room. That's not me. Just like, yeah, no, it's not Scout. Someone completely unrelated.
Oh, there's
I like
good reason. There's good reason for it actually.
There's really good reason, and I literally might
I
die
know.
today.
Careful with your words. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason his lights didn't go off because he was careful how he said shit.
Very careful.
Yeah, the only reason Hubs knows that is because of the season 1.
No, I just know in general that you should always be careful what you say.
Well, no, I'm talking about from the Zone of Truth thing.
Oh yeah,
So you know from that.
I learned it from my first ever D&D campaign I was in, to watch what you say in a zone of truth.
Yeah, as long as you never say a lie, you're fine.
It
You can,
sounds like
you can leave out parts of the story and it won't ding.
I swear, I'm going to go full 9-iron if they try to interrogate Arxus. Like, don't play mind checkers with me, man. I'm not in the mood.
No, it's just I don't know. I would play this situation in multiple ways.
It's like, I literally just came back into this dimension. You interrogate me. They're like, you better have something stronger than a firebolt behind your back. And I'm like, call lightning.
Just turn into a giant lightning bolt.
Then the listener is like, sigh.
Pretty much.
It's like, I will lightning strike this
he proceeds to just bitch slap you across the city of Abend.
Arxus has been through a major incident where he no longer
You guys
cares
have all
for
noticed. All you
individual
guys got
lives.
regular people. Meanwhile, me, Lich Hunter. Hi, how's it going?
Haehil got all 4.
Yeah, after you answered a question wrong.
Yeah, they swooped in like fucking.
If I answered a question wrong, they would have tried to jump me, and I would have gotten shot and died.
It's like, I have an ion cannon pointed at your chest. I can dodge it.
Get
Only
a
thing will
siege
get that.
crossbow at my fucking chest. From a distance.
Just do full Brock
Maybe-
Samson and dodge it.
I
That
realized
being
what
a
I
siege
did.
crossbow and me being 2 foot tall, if that thing hit me, it's just like getting shot with a 50 cal.
I realized that what I did was I said too much, and I intentionally did it. I wanted this to happen because I wanted to see the big torture.
Meanwhile, they try to kill you, realizes that you can't.
Well, Haehil might die because of this, though.
Okay. Isn't
Yeah, they
Haehil
don't get any
not
the
how it
information.
armor, right?
Yes.
Not anymore.
No.
I thought he
I'm
was
still
just the
stuck
armor.
in there, but
Yeah.
I'm in control.
I thought you control the body now.
I do,
He does both.
but I'm not in the body.
Yeah, as I was saying, he is the armor.
I understood what happened last session a little differently.
Step 1 has been completed. Now I need to complete steps 2 through 10.
And 2 through 10 required 20 years.
Alright, well,
That's a long time.
ladies and gentlemen, 6 minutes have passed. We are continuing. Is everyone ready?
5 seconds at best.
I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not ready for this, but let's go.
No, I'm not ready.
Arxus comes back home and the first thing he does is sleep because he didn't know what to do.
Alright, so Arxus just goes to sleep, I guess. So, Scout, as Liam is out trying to find Haehil, Arxus is asleep. Haehil is in the middle of a room of darkness with only a light source. Lucius, what are you getting up to?
Honestly,
Shit.
He's also.
I might check on my students and then probably look for the party again because it's kind of boring not being part of the party.
Yes. So that will take you a minute to get to the campus. Clementine. Right. Are you ready, Dean?
I'm trying to kill him. Yuno doesn't know that Arxus hasn't been saved. She's still like eagerly looking for stuff.
So, a loud voice will boom out over the city, similar to a PA system. Now announcing the arrival of Raznif, Lady of Lightning. The simple message will call out. Someone of great importance has arrived in the city.
Swear to God, if it's another fucking dragon.
I hear that too, right?
It's another dragon.
Motherfucker, did you not just hear what I said?
Yeah,
A loud
yeah.
voice will boom out over the city similar to a PA system.
I was wondering if I was too preoccupied with my task not to notice it.
Just say you heard it. You heard it.
Okay.
I don't know if I did. I don't know if I'm in a silence
Oh yeah,
ring or not.
you heard it from the dungeons. Like this was a big old boom, like
Right.
announcing someone very important. Everyone has to know who's in the city.
All the Inquisitors just turn around like, what the
Wait, I know who this is, Vic.
Do you know?
Do you?
It's the dragon lady, dragon mother egg lady, isn't it?
Good job, Lon.
Good job. You used detective reasoning. But
Can we
yes,
listen
it
to
is.
the announcement, though?
It was just a simple announcement.
fuck? She has
Okay.
entered the city.
Yeah, just a simple call out saying, Lady,
Rather.
Razanif, Lady of Lightning, arriving.
Oh,
Well, thank you. I just wanted to hear what it said because everyone's like, blah, 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 blah.
Scout, just as that was happening, you feel a little peck in the middle of your head, like something's like pecking your head.
I'm gonna do what I bet. I'm gonna grab it.
So as you reach out and grab the crow, you immediately see the little message. You see the message tied to its leg. It goes, "Quack!"
I grab the thing and I throw the bird.
So it calls as it flaps away, and you open up the letter. This is what it says. Good job on avoiding the questions. Something of importance has come up. The individual known as Spectre that was thought to be dead is alive after all, and was taken into custody for questioning. Your job is to get to Spectre. Your job is to get Spectre that was taken to the Investigation Bureau building, and either 1, help him escape, or 2, silence him. The individual knew a lot of our operations, especially of the drug and slave trade. Free or kill him, stakes are high. Failure is not an option. Signed by both the messenger and the shadow.
are they talking about Murmur?
Holy crap, murmurs Spectre.
Yep.
Oh no!
I thought they thought Murmur was dead.
Wait a minute. Is that in order to kill Haehil?
Yes, but Haehil
no.
specifically slipped up. This is the worst possible future. Why?
This is what happens.
Hey
when
guys,
you're
he
bad
never
at
betrayed us before.
interrogations.
Why would he do it?
This is what
You
happens.
have the choice of either helping him escape, and if you can't help him escape, you're going to kill him. And attached to this letter is a vial of purple worm poison.
Shit.
Crow.
Okay, so 2 things. Does it give a description of this person?
Yes, it is. It is describing a big hulking man that is a half drow, and you immediately notice as Haehil.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of obvious from the letter itself. Description.
Shit. Fuck. What's the time limit on this?
5
Now.
hours.
Shit. Fuck. Hey, Crow. I might go to Crow. And this might be an acceptable casualty moment. I'm gonna go find Crow. I'm gonna need his help.
Oh yes, you will. So
I'm gonna
now
go to
this is where the true fun begins. As Liam, you started to notice. Scout wasn't the only one that got that message. A lot of people got that message, and there's a big influx of traffic going about of individuals with hoods up but without wearing a mask. So they're kind of blending in, but not a lot. Someone, from what you can tell, something serious is going on.
I can easily discern. So,
How-
yeah. Okay. Am I near Bahamut HQ?
No, you left along with Lucius because you were tagging. You found Lucius and started tagging along.
Hmm?
But because you were out looking for Haehil,
Yeah.
Haehil's nowhere to be found.
Lucius, do you want to go to Bahamut HQ? I just remember about the dragon egg. And we should probably tell
That's
Bahamut
really
about
how
this.
it is.
So, what are you asking exactly? Because sometimes I don't hear you because I'm sorry.
Okay, so we should probably go tell some kind of authority about this. This is suspicious, but they probably already know. But we obviously can't find Haehil. He's vanished.
Hmm.
And
Oh, if only I had the spell locate person.
yeah, but also I now remember about the dragon egg, and we probably should turn this into Bahamut Familia since they'll know who the mother is.
Hmm.
But do you want to tag along with that?
I'll go where you go. I'm kind of bored.
Okay. To Bahamut HQ.
So as you are walking to Bahamut HQ, Scout, you've also noticed that a lot of foot traffic has picked up. A lot of people are wearing hoods, but no one's wearing a mask. And they're all beginning to head towards certain places. Some haven't gotten as much information as the other. But you know something is up. On top of that, meanwhile, Haehil, as you hear the door open and close, you can't see it due to the spear of darkness. You're going to see a pair of hands emerge from the darkness holding a mask. And the mask is of 2 crossed daggers with 2 raindrops and several other key distinctive marks with an S. With an S imprinted between the eyes.
And that's familiar
And
to me.
And yes, it is. And the interrogator is going to ask, does this look familiar to you?
To myself, it does not. To the voice in my head, absolutely.
And who is the voice in your head? The person will ask.
I'm gonna just murder the fuck out of you if you don't shut the fuck up.
An old crook that died in the dungeon.
So, you can hear the voice of this ghost. Correct?
That depends on how helpful he chooses to be.
Well, if that's the case, ask your ghost friend, the person says, as you can imagine them doing like those quotation marks in the air. This. Do they know where we can find opioid farm number 42?
Would I be able to know that?
Hey, Murmur knows that, yes.
Does Murmur tell him?
Now I'm gonna see if he actually tells me that.
You must now roll for victory for cooperation.
He's aware of a few farms. That
And
might
where
be one
can
of them.
And where can we find these farms?
Scattered across the wilderness. Farms are pretty common out in the countryside. That's not a very good question.
If
The
you,
rock things.
we don't have time to play these games. Your guild buddies are coming here to kill you. So you either talk,
Oh,
and we
they're
will
not
torture
my
you.
friends.
Ding! Apparently they are.
Okay, that one's just circumstance. How is...
That's as much a surprise to you as it is to me.
Dude, that's honestly fucking hilarious because she knows Scout, so yeah, it's just.
Oh god! I didn't even think about that! I was so confused! I was like, wait, what? It's Murmur's friends. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, it's like, wait. Like, all that does is tell Haehil that someone from our party is about to kill him.
Oh, that does
Well,
tell
that's
him!
informative to me as much as it is to you, sir.
Yeah,
Oh.
a map is going to levitate out of the darkness to you, as you can feel these clamps suddenly latch onto your ankles and they're going to hold you down. So that way you can't escape from the chair. And they're going to say, point out on the map where these opioid farms are hidden, or we will be forced to use some rather unpleasant torture techniques to get you to talk before your friends come.
I'll do what I can, but please do be aware that this voice in my head would love nothing more than for me to die. So, do take that into consideration. I'm going to mark one spot on the map near where one of the opioid farms is. Like maybe a tree of space apart.
You only marked one location, Mr. Haehil, or should we say Spectre, really, since you do match descriptions of the drow that went missing 10 years ago. So, Spectre, since we don't know your real name, how about the slave trade? And just as she says that, cutting to Scout as you are running quickly. As you check one of the nearby hideouts, you can see there's about 32 masked individuals bearing different marks of fashion marks. Along with Crow, they're getting briefed about who the target is and the massive assault that's about to take place on the Federal Bureau.
I give a look at Crow of. I give like a nod of like. Let's work together. I need your help.
Curious, how can I help?
I need your help to get Spectre out, and this time, acceptable casualties is a thing that can happen, except for Spectre himself.
If you could have seen his face, he has a lie.
Just try to focus it on the guards, not the civilians themselves, if it could be helped. But
like a kid getting all excited, he's gonna whisper, "Acceptable casualties."
Of the guards, yes. Try to limit it off from the
You
civilians.
told him exactly what you're going to do here.
So while that conversation is happening and Haehil is about to get the worst Chinese torture you can ever imagine, because I'm going to put your fingers in a fucking Chinese bear trap.
And that's not going to do a damn thing. You get murmur talking.
Oh, I know, but there's ways of talking, especially psychic scream, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And all the other fun stuff, like I can easily make a cut underneath your fingernail and pour salt or lemon juice on it. Or how about we do a paper cut on your eyelid? I can make you as uncomfortable as the character, so you can talk.
How about the tip of your dick?
Yes, you are on to something.
Why do you do
help
this?
The voice cooperate. It only makes me hurt.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
Also,
that's what we're after, because trust me, psychic damage will hurt Murmur just as much as it will hurt you. So with that in mind, Liam and Lucius, how would you guys like to go about this? Because you can definitely see that a lot of activity has picked up, and it's especially strange during this type of day. Liam?
I mute him. Damn it. I wouldn't bring that up with whoever I meet with HQ, someone I know, like Turtle or Skessuv.
So where would you like to go at the HQ?
I'm just looking like for Turtle, Skessuv, anyone that I know from Familia.
Oh, you're gonna run into Kraz pretty quickly. He came back.
Hey, Kraz. How's it going, buddy?
Friend!
Do you know where Skessuv or Turtle might be?
Yes. They're there, he says, pointing down the hall.
Oh, thank you. I hope to see you again. Hope you've been doing well.
I've been doing well myself. So the big guy is actually going to try and start talking to you as you run away, and he's going to get all sad.
No. Skessuv, no, Kraz, no, don't get sad.
I wanted to talk.
We can talk, Kraz. We can talk.
Kraz, sad.
Kraz, let's talk. What do you want to talk about, Kraz?
I cracked open a Minotaur skull today in a headbutting competition.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I got some brain damage from it, but I'm okay.
Have you seen Turtle yet?
Yes, Turtle is down that hall.
No. Have you seen him about your damage?
No. The Elder would get angry and he would scold me.
But you might need some.
Like it when he scolds me.
But have you taken a health potion at least after the fight?
I don't like medicine. It tastes yucky.
But does it make you feel better when you take it?
No.
No.
What?
It tastes yucky. Weave's bad taste.
Well, between me and you, Turtle would like to hear about it because he wants you to be safe.
But the elder will scold me.
Yes,
You're
but
yelling,
but at
dude.
least he'll know that you're safe, that you got hurt and he can heal you. He'd rather you be because he wouldn't want you to be hurt in your next fight, right? There's a chance you might not be able to eat as many people in your next fight with this
Oh,
injury.
that's bad. We don't want that.
Yeah, and Turtle doesn't want that either, so we gotta get that healed right up.
Yes, we must fix brain damage so I can eat people.
That was a total gamble. Let's go find them.
So they're gonna scurry on down the hall. Kraz is gonna show you where it is. Meanwhile, what was Clementine doing, Dean? Besides resting, was she somewhere?
No, she was just at home. I was making. Oh,
Like,
I was
Clementine's
making
at home?
Yeah. Hello, FBI.
Yo.
Well, you're gonna hear a little knock, knock, knock on the door.
Disturb my goddamn sleep.
FBI.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna get up and open up the door.
I have cancer. Now, in any case, let me. Oh God, I don't know how big this is gonna be, but standing before you in a polymorphed human form is okay. Good, it's not fucking gigantic. As you can easily tell to be a dragon.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it was one of the investigators.
what a snitch! Hella hard.
Yeah, she would have snitched, but so the woman in the fancy clothing and the obvious dragon horns coming out of her head, she is going to ask you, "Are you Clementine Rias?"
Yeah. As I'm still slowly waking up.
Party, the adventuring party that had to do with saving my children.
Oh, your dragon eggs.
Yes, those children were mine.
And yeah, my party. Me and my party were were requested to save those dragons.
She's gonna take your hand in hers, and while giving it a shake, she's gonna thank you profusely. While she says, I have heard from multiple sources, and of the information gatherers in the city, that you are after the pieces of the dragon armor set. I have two pieces, and I'm willing to part with one, as a thank you for saving my kids.
Clementine's gonna look like shocked but kind of happy. She's gonna be like, "Are you sure?"
Well, yes. I've held on it for about, give or take, 400 years now, and I haven't found anyone worthy enough to give it away to yet.
Out of character, Vic. Just want to confirm, she was a blue dragon, right?
Yeah, she is a blue dragon. That's why she is titled Lady of Lightning.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. That's 400 years. I'm becoming like, wow, that's a really long time. Do dragons usually live that long?
Oh, why, yes, our lifespans can go up to 10,000 years. Well, not 10,000 years. We can go up to 1,600 years. I am currently just 600 years old.
Just.
Clementine's gonna say, "Well, that's pretty impressive." Well, anyway, how are the eggs? How they're doing?
The kids are just fine. In a couple more weeks, they'll be getting ready to hatch, and I'll have 6 bundles of joy on my hands.
Okay. Clementine's gonna be like, why don't you come in? I wanna, unless you're busy or something.
Oh no, I am not busy one bit. I've come here to not only thank one of the saviors of my kids, but also to ask you of a quest to help me in finding someone.
Finding who exactly? As I kind of like lead her to the kitchen where we can sit down.
So as she takes a seat, she's gonna say, "My husband. His name is Dualius. Well, not Dualius. His name is Ben. My bad. Yes, it says right here in my notes. His name is Benjamin. Benjamin is a traveling bard, and I need you help finding the son of a bitch that ran off."
How much child support does he owe her?
Oh, Mama Dragon ain't happy. The bard did a pump and dump.
Oh, I see.
The bard did the dragon.
Didn't quit. All right.
So not only am I giving this a piece of the dragon set away as a gift, it's also going to be part of the opening bounty on that asshole's head.
Wait, she wants him killed?
No, she wants him brought back. It's a bounty hunting
Yes.
doesn't mean just kill.
But you said on his head,
You can rope them like Red Dead Redemption.
not on his person.
So,
Head implies that we only need the head.
So I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask her first of all. Is this Ben human or
Yes, Ben is a human.
is it very common for humans and dragons to interspecies?
Interconnect.
It's where
Polymorph.
it's where, yes, but sometimes the dragon does get seduced.
Would you possibly know
The
from
bard
your
cannot
400 or it says 400 years of living? Do you know any other blue dragons that have, preferably a male, that has done the same?
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. I see.
There,
Clem looking for a man's.
a friend.
No,
of,
I'm not. My fucking grandpa.
a friend of mine, whose grandfather is in hibernation right now, would be one of the male dragons in this area that's close enough.
This
He
is,
is in hibernation due to a sickness that was placed upon him. And the best way to get rid of this curse is simply, for our dragon magic, is simply sleeping it off. What's 200 years to us dragons? That's just a blink of an eye.
I don't got like that. All right. What's this? The dragon. Possible. Yeah.
I would have to ask my friend the name of his grandfather. I do not know his grandfather's name off the top of my head.
All right. Well, going back to this runaway father of your husband, I should say. Where was he last seen?
Let's see. He
Out of character, other than inside of you.
Well, when he found out I was pregnant, he disappeared, heading north towards the Great Wall. So he's somewhere, probably hiding away in the Dwarven Mountains.
It'd be pretty easy to spot a human. Yeah, spot a human in the Dwarven Mountains. Pretty easy.
Yes, but if I go that way, that would not only scare the poor little dwarves, but that would also spark an outrage, because I would be trespassing into Ward Kalos's territory, the fire dragon of the north.
Oh, there's a whole fire dragon over there.
Yeah,
Is this fire dragon very hostile?
if you offer him a boon of money, he usually lets traders and passing armies pass, because these red dragons do like money more and more shiny things than us non-chaotic and evil ones do. But if you offer him tribute, he will not harm you. But He is 400 years older than me, marking him in just shy of 1,000 years old. He is pretty ancient.
Old man.
Red dragon. Golly.
Crotchety old dragon.
Yep.
Isn't that like the most
ancient red
powerful dragon other than Tiamat? It's an ancient red dragon.
Nope.
Ancient
Ancient dragons are pretty powerful in their own rights.
Alright. I'm trying to think of more information I can get from this. His name is Ben, never mind. Do you have a proper description of him so that if we see him, you know right away?
Yes, I do. He is of general standing at 6 feet tall. Brown hair, brown eyes, Caucasian. He is quite athletic too, after all. I can imagine why, since he tends to like running away.
Survived a night with a dragon. I mean, he's gotta be.
Her kids are gonna be D1 athletes. Alright.
But yeah.
I'm just trying to think of
In a little bit, when I open up an official quest with the guild, I will send you forward a copy of everything, including the monetary value for the rest of the party. In the meantime, though, this gift is for you, and she's gonna begin pulling out this folded up robe with red fiery designs on it, and 2 little engraved runes on the back where the shoulder blades are. And she says, if you wear this and you activate the robe's attunement spell, it will grant you the flight of a dragon, allowing you to fly.
Let's go. Raw
Yo, flying fighter.
Raw XD. Alright, I'm gonna thank you very much for not only this gift, but also that information on that male fucking blue dragon. And I will address this to my party and talk to them about this quest.
I greatly appreciate it. In the meantime, I'll be in the city for the next 20 days, but you have quite a lot of time to find the little bastard.
Alright, Clem is going to extend a hand to shake it.
And Nazareth will grab yours, very firm handshake, like iron grip, and she'll give yours a firm, friendly shake too.
Damn, you don't wish he was here.
Well, in the meantime, I do have several meetings, and I also have an audience with Bahamut I must conduct with.
Oh, something big going on.
Indeed. There's troubles. There's trouble going on near my mountain home that I want a second party to look into. Because I wouldn't have left the nest unless my my faithful followers there would not have been there at all. So, and we're not talking about little kobolds either.
She's talking full crasses.
One of them is a Kraz, yes. You protect
They
eggs,
aren't
so
even
drag mama.
Croxivores, they're just Kraz.
Yeah, it's just a species of Kraz. Alright, in the meantime, as Lady Nazareth bids farewell and bids her leave, leaving you with this glowing runic robe. It kinda looks like this one, where the hood can go over your head and it has these draconic symbols and markings on them, along with the 2 runes on the back. It's a nice spread. Any case,
Very nice.
So while the Lady of Lightning departs, Liam and Lucius, since what did you guys? Oh yeah, you guys finally got down the hall as you were looking for Turtle,
Mm-hmm.
and it's currently about 14:30, so 2:30 in the afternoon. As all kinds of different things are going down. Oh yeah. Hey, Hell, did I ask you the question about the mask? Like, did that look familiar to you?
You did.
Okay, just wanted to double check. All right, moving on. So with that in mind, starting with Liam and Lucius, as you guys enter down the halls, you will find Turtle. What did you guys want to do?
I need to talk to Turtle. So yeah, knock on the door that he's in the room he's in. The door to it.
Come in.
Hey, Turtle.
Ah, Liam, hello. How may I help you?
I forgot to ask this earlier. We found a dragon egg in our last quest. And I bring out the dragon egg from my bag of holding. Do you know the mother of this egg?
No.
Would there be anyone here that might?
Well, yes, that'll be our ward. I can bring that to him.
Would you mind doing that for me?
Quite so. I shall get the egg delivered. And he's gonna hop down from his little desk and he's gonna come over to take it from you.
Thank you.
Like, where'd you find this? He says, checking to make sure if it's been cracked.
It was in the. It was in that witch's dungeon. It was in his personal room. I think he might have been doing something to it.
I see.
It was in a glass case.
Well, I will pass this on to Ward Bahamut and see if he can detect any taint or corruption within it.
Okay. Thank you.
Indeed. In the meantime, Lucius, did you want to do anything as Arxus is waking up now?
Oh god. So, did I wake up at the alert that there was a dragon in the town?
You didn't know it was a dragon unless you heard the name. You just heard the alert, so you're assuming someone very important has arrived.
The
in
Lady
city,
of Lightning?
Yeah, the Lady of Lightning.
So I'm walking through the streets and I'm hearing people mutter about the Lady of Lightning, right?
Yeah, you're definitely hearing dragon. You're definitely hearing that she's a dragon.
Every time something bad happens to me, there's a dragon. Why can't they leave me alone?
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna have to, heal up and then go to the bank and, get possessions. Because everything I had was taken from me violently.
Yes.
I even lost that one thing that I really cared about. I currently can see my monitor, I just am not close to my mouse, so I can't click anything. So, I know that the dragon is near. Do I recognize that it is the... Do I recognize that it is the dragon that we helped save the eggs for?
Yes, you do recognize the name that the Lady of Lightning was the one that had her kids kidnapped.
Dragon. After being tortured, he's not a fan of anyone, especially dragons. I mean, dragons have only gotten him into more messes than it's worth. So, he's just walking through town, trying to learn how to run again. So, I know that Enos HQ is near the northern side of town, so he's going to walk to Dairy Alley, I guess. Because is that not near where the farm is? He wants to check up on Yuno because he wants to see his friend.
Yes, Dairy Alley is where the farming fields are, and yes, so actually the one time I can show you guys this so far because no one's gone to Dairy Alley yet, but I haven't populated it, but let's just imagine there's like a fuck ton of characters.
Did Roll20 literally say fetching dragons? I
Yes.
swear.
Yes, it did.
Damn, that's tough.
But yes, I haven't really populated the market of Dairy Alley because I never thought we were going to get to it. But now that we have, just imagine there's like a shit ton of people here.
Alright. I will use my
As
brain
Dairy Alley implies, as you can see.
because they got markets and stalls and high population density. So, Arxus is going to go through Dairy Alley, attempting to find the residence of the Rias family.
Well, sadly, since you only know what Clem and Yuno look like, you will not be able to find the father or the mother.
Haven't we been to their farm before?
Yeah, they have.
Oh, they have? Then all right,
Yeah,
all right.
with the
Never mind,
horses.
never mind.
When we
So yeah,
dropped
you
the
pass through Dairy Alley, you head out to the farm fields, and as you're heading up the road to where Yuno and Clementine live, Scout.
Scout! Oh,
What?
for real? I encounter Scout.
It's funny because I'm also heading home.
Scout, it is your turn now that
Okay.
now that you along with the 40 other members of the organization that were gathered in this room have been briefed from someone of high standing working directly under the messenger.
And I got Scout. I got no on board.
There are several federal buildings, not federal buildings. There are several investigation bureaus and Inquisitor buildings to go through. Teams are being split up to find each one, and if you cannot free the individual known as Spectre, you are to kill him.
And everyone has the same description as mine, right?
Yeah, everyone has the same description. They just don't know what building is in. There's 12 buildings to go through. But so yeah, so as for that, let's see. I gotta pull up my character sheets. In the meantime, Haehil.
Oh no.
Right, 2 seconds of screen time. Let's go.
Because you and Crow have teamed up. You two are gonna head towards the nearest Inquisitor building or Investigation Bureau building. It's gonna take you guys a minute.
They're just gonna blow
In the
everything
meantime-
to hell. They've done a lot of demolition.
So Spectre, you hear a new voice say, "Do you happen to know of the individual known as the Slaver?"
Boy.
He's not telling me that.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! You're in for one hell of a
I
fuck
can't
up.
give you an answer. This man is not cooperating.
Alright, well, this is gonna hurt you, more is gonna hurt me. You're gonna feel someone suddenly grab hold of the back of your neck, and then suddenly
Yo, I want to learn magic like that one day.
and he is gonna shock you for a total of 5 seconds as we are just getting started.
Crispy.
All that managed to accomplish was nearly killing your medium.
Oh, don't worry, we have a lot more fun we can go through. So, you feel like talking more.
A slaver?
Yes, do you know one by the name of the slaver? It is one of your fancy code words.
Now I have an honest question. Did he actually interact with the slaver, or has he only been with minions?
He's worked with the slaver before. As mentioned in the letter to Scout, Murmur has worked both on hand with the slaver and the messenger. And so not only is that the opioid farms, but also the slave trade that is going on.
It would make sense for a criminal like him to have been associated.
So will he point out on the areas where the local slave trades and black market is hidden?
He would, but maybe I can force him.
No, don't worry. We'll force you. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw at disadvantage.
I'm doing, I think. No, he didn't tell me. Alright.
Alright, well, it's a good thing I'm gonna psychic scream into your mind, give you some psychic damage.
He said,
Aha!
Like I said, I need you to roll at disadvantage
I
because you're
did.
chained up. And oh, what the fuck?
It's just good luck.
Alright, well, you'll be taking half damage, so.
He said, good luck, Charlie.
Murmur's like, no!
And then suddenly the half damage kicked in, so.
All he's telling me now is, you're going to die.
So that's 26 psychic damage you just took.
Yes.
Oh.
And that was all for Murmur.
Does Murmur have a different health bar?
No.
Nope. It was more focused on Murmur, but Haehil's getting the brunt of the attacks too.
Well, now I can't hear him at all, so.
We'll come back in a few minutes. What you think about this before we begin applying some ancient torture techniques that have been
But
passed
Asia
down.
doesn't exist in this world.
All that does is make this harder.
So, in the meantime, Scout and Crow chilling like villains, creeping on up. Lucius, what do you want to do? Do you guys want to do anything, Lucius? Lucius dead. Arxus, do you want to do anything now?
I'm continuing walking to the farm.
So, yes, you... Let's see, I got you. You're about to interact with you. You're missing.
He knows running back home. Because
So-
he fucked up something up.
So, come a time, you hear a knock, 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 knock. Dun, dun.
Maybe it's another dragon. Hello.
And this time it is Arxus standing in the doorway.
I'm gonna look very shocked. That's the last time I saw him. He got fucking Amber alerted. By I'm like, the hell are you doing here?
Is Yuno?
Not yet, but she should be heading back.
Alright.
Wait, okay, but how did you get out of, I don't know, hell?
Portal.
You could just do that now?
No, someone else did. They hurt me a lot. I need to talk about it.
Well, you can come in and wait for Yuno. It shouldn't be too long.
Are you a trusted adult, like they say in the PSAs?
Wait, what? Repeat that?
Are you a trusted adult, like they say in the PSAs?
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking...
They did bad things to me, Clem. They did horrible things to me. Things that I didn't think I would do until I was of age.
You hear pin the tail on the Arxus from the distance.
Oh god. No, where are they? Where are they?
Hey, calm down. Just come, sit down. We can talk about this. I don't know how you got out or what happened, but you can vent to me.
They pinned me. multiple times. It was not fun. I thought they'd like just chill out because it was only like a day. It was the worst day possible.
Really see dragons. I think if there were dragons, that would have put the icing on the cake. that would have been it. But,
Were there imps, Vic?
Yeah, there were imps.
Imps look close enough to dragons for Arxus. He's old enough to understand that difference.
he had the displeasure to meet a Mexican devil family.
Arxus was like, they had
The
flesh
mother wears the
dragons.
sandal of instant death.
They had flesh dragons. What? Why? Why? Everywhere I go, there's dragons. Why can't I be free of this curse?
Me thinking in my head, he's in a dragon household.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know his best
He doesn't
friend
even
is
know
part
the
dragon.
treachery.
I mean, he technically does. He already knows that Clem and Yuno are part dragon, and they live
I
here.
thought you guys were part demon.
No, it was dragon.
Arxus thinks it's part demon, so you're
Distinction
gonna have to
without a
give him the
difference.
bad news.
Okay, I don't know how to break it to Arxus.
Maybe now's might not be the best time.
It might not.
Yeah.
It might not. I thought told Arxus when they were doing the camp out. The fucking
No.
she did.
If she did, then Arxus is going to be surprised that he forgot. So something of that caliber.
Well,
That's what I'm gonna say.
as Clem looks around nervously, because like, what the fuck do I do in this situation?
Every time
Like that moment
something-
when the adult needs an adult.
You call in your grandparents.
Fuck is Yuno? In my head, I'm like, where the fuck is Yuno? All right.
So
well,
while they are having that existential crisis, it's time for Mission Impossible. Are you ready, Scout?
What's up?
It's time for Mission Impossible. Are you ready?
I don't even know what to do with them after we get them out.
I know,
But
that's
I'll
what-
think of it.
That's what
think
you
of it
have
when
to
I-
figure out.
I wholeheartedly expect to die this session, so
Fuck.
Godspeed, my guy.
That's the backup plan.
Don't worry about the amps.
Okay, so yeah, we pull. I'm gonna let the crows doing Bobby thing.
So let's see. Right here.
Could he most likely be?
listen for clanking.
All right. So Hubs, you and Crow that are now watching from the shadows of one of the nearby Bureau investigation buildings for the Bureau. You notice that big buff man Cleric is walking out, so maybe you'd like to start there. And try and sneak into that building.
Mm-hmm. Sneak into the bill. Oh no.
Crow is gonna kind of push something onto you and be like, take.
Okay, I take it.
He's gonna say bomb.
Okay.
And he's gonna go. And then with his wings, and then with the tips of his feathers and wings, he's gonna go whoosh, big boom.
Big boom. Oh. Wow.
I can just imagine like he was poking like his arm, like take.
So yeah. So I don't even know how to approach this building because one, there's no visual aid for it, and two, it's
So this building is a 3-story tall building with several office windows, and then the ground floor, underneath, like where the foundation and the
Foundation.
that's what's it called? Not kind of like a vent. Yeah, I'll just call them vents and grates, where some of the cells can be seen that allow some of the prisoners fresh air.
They're probably not going to keep him in a place where he's not most likely not interrogating him in a place where he can see. So my best guess is that he's probably in the basement, near like the center of the building, in the basement, most likely. And it gave me an idea because there may be a way to get access to that place through the sewers. Maybe. But I don't think they would be that
Scout, you were a
stupid.
sewer gator.
Because everyone forgets about fucking sewers, man. They're one of the least maintained things, so it's the easiest to sneak around in. Because who's going to want to go in and maintain a sewer?
That is true. It's stinky. So
Is
that
there
in mind-
is there any indication of like any like entrances through the sewer? Maybe.
Oh yeah, there's manholes and shit you can easily.
No,
into.
like into the building through the sewer, without. Really
You wouldn't
looking
know
at it.
that because you haven't been in the sewers before. Only one way to find out is to look.
Okay, I'm gonna go down like a dark alleyway somewhere. Go down and then make my way back. to
Crow is gonna say, "You go through the sewer in 5 minutes. I set off my big bomb. That give you time to get inside and find Spectre during chaos."
I give him a nod. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the sewer, make my way there.
All right. So as you duck into the sewers and you begin climbing down, Haehil, not Haehil, Liam, are you outside?
I don't know what's going on.
All right. Well, you just got done talking to Turtle, and you delivered the egg. Was there anything else
Okay.
you wanted to do?
That's a good name.
I wanted to go
Look at me.
search for the other members of the party.
All right. So as you begin walking around the area, you do want to hate Lucius if he's here.
Well, Lucius was with me.
Oh, Lucius was with you? Okay.
Yeah.
Can both you and Lucius roll a perception check?
Yeah.
Oh boy, Mr. Krabs.
Oh great, where the fuck that tab go? Where is it? There.
Blit.
Perception.
All
I
right.
have my cloak on. Don't worry about it.
I have plate armor on.
This is over my face.
Oh.
All right, Scout. As you head into the sewers, and you go through there,
Mhm.
you do within 5 minutes is able to find a system leading into the building. That is when Liam, you were the only one to see it. You saw this hooded figure with his face covered, with a bunch of rope. As he slingshots whatever this big square block of whatever it was towards the entrance of the building, then suddenly an explosion erupts as this figure quickly dashes back into the shadows.
I go try to chase him.
So as that happens, as the explosion locks the infrastructure of not only the building but the entire Market Square, as this thing similar to a mortar round going off just shreds everybody within a 30 meter radius of the door that was to that building. As buildings shake, glass breaks, people are wounded, mass casualties, the guards and the Inquisitors that were there completely dead. And that is also when Scout felt it too, just as he was about to push open one of the grates that got into the building, and he fell over from the blast.
Boom.
So with this incident going on, like as smoke is billowing up into the sky, people can see this for miles. This was a pretty big explosion. What would everyone
I gotta
like
make
to
it
do?
quick.
Is this the wrong building?
I swear to God.
I'm hoping this is the right building that I'm in, or else I'm gonna be very depressed because we're gonna have to do this a few more times.
They're about to play whack-a-mole with sewers in very high security areas.
So, Liam, as you try to chase the very fast individual that's disappearing down the alleyway, can you roll a perception check?
Yes.
You are able to see him duck around a corner towards your left.
Can I see in front of him?
No, like I said, he's going around
Oh,
the corner.
okay,
You're
well,
not
I
gonna
go.
be able to see
I
him.
go right. No, I go around the corner. I mean, and do I see in front of him?
Yeah, you can see in front of him as he's making his.
Well, I block him.
Well, lucky for you and lucky for me, Mr. Anderson. You're gonna get counted spelled.
I keep on chasing.
Wait, no, hold on. Was that the wrong character sheet? Let me double check.
I would also be with Liam, by the way.
Yeah, that. Yeah. Wait, yeah, no, fucking trickster rogue.
Counterspell then.
I don't have
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
counterspell,
Don't you
but I think
remember
I
I'm
can
the
do a
one with
lot better than
counterspell?
counter.
He's a transmutation.
Oh yeah, do it.
I'm a
do it.
transmutation wizard. You know what
Box
I'm
him
gonna
in.
do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna control his movement and pull him towards us.
Oh no! Oh no!
Let's see.
Oh,
He has
no.
control wind.
Is this the fucking Kinku?
Basically,
Oh,
there's gonna be a
no.
lot of fucking wind blowing against his direction of going and it's blowing towards us.
You're gonna see the individual with his arms that were hidden as he's gonna hold them out, and his wings will catch the wind as it's gonna blow into the air, making his glide escape.
I
don't
angled
show
it
him
towards
something
us
else.
directly, so it'd be.
Yeah, he's still coming towards us.
Yeah, he's coming towards you guys extremely fast and extremely quick.
Now,
using the
let me
wind.
tell you something about stone shape.
Bam.
He's gonna hit something really
It's okay,
fucking
but I
hard.
need to wait a few minutes. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world with a simple acrobatics check, and away he goes.
It's not the end of the world yet.
Yeah, not the end of the world yet.
No, my mom dumped picking my sister up in 10 minutes.
I speak from experience.
Quite butthurt about it.
Well, I need our cleric to do something. I can't be holding his entire investigation.
I don't have anything I can do.
So how far off is he?
As this individual makes his escape, he is going to cast. He's going to use one of his spell slots to cast greater invisibility on himself, and he's going to disappear.
I knew something was gonna happen. I'm just gonna look at our cleric and go, I wasted a 4th and 5th level spell slot, thanks.
So did I. I wish I had 4th too.
A 4th and a 5th?
I used a 5th earlier.
Hmm.
Haehil and Arxus.
All right, with the assassin or the terrorist or whatever this person was escaping, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna dispel my magic.
Same with me.
So he ran
anytime.
from somewhere to get to somewhere else, and let's just go towards that explosion.
Yeah, let's go. We need to go probably help the people there. Yeah, let's go.
Because I really didn't want to kill you guys.
This is a cluster.
You see, I would have done Maximilian's Earthing Grasp, but he turned invisible and I couldn't get him with it because if I would have did that spell, that Kenku's broken legs would have been really painful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because Earthing Grasp is, well,
Then I could
really
cast,
good on 60-pound creatures.
And then I could cast silence on him so he couldn't do his senior spells.
Yeah, that's
Verbal
true.
component.
But don't worry about it. It got away. No way for us to look at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna find that explosion area and try to see if we can either help out or investigate.
So yes, as you guys make your way out of the twist and turning of the alleys, you guys, it's going to take you a moment to get back out there. Meanwhile, in the dankness of the grates, Scout, you drop down into the basement area of this underground building.
Is it well kept or is it grimy?
Oh, it's pretty well kept in this area of the basement.
And it's bright.
Yeah, it's pretty bright. This is a passageway.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna I can't really stealth because it's bright as fuck, but I can be quiet. So I'm gonna quietly move.
I can't really stealth, but I can shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, and like do a like little glance at every room if there's like a way to look into it.
Eventually, you do come across several doors that are lined up, and then you come across one door with a light overhanging it, and this door, and you can't see through the grass on the other side of the door, except for a single light in the distance of this room, and just an outlying figure
Sitting or standing?
sitting.
I am. Oh shit. I'm gonna get my dagger. Actually, should it be my dagger? Should it be my dagger? Depending on which one's high. Yeah, it's gonna be my dagger. I'm gonna have a prepared action to put the purple worm poison on to stab someone. If it's anyone besides Arxus. Is the door unlocked or locked?
You try the door handle, and it is locked.
And I hear no voices on the other side.
You do not hear any voices, just quiet.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly lockpick the door.
Roll a thieves' tool skill check. Oh, you unlock the door with relative ease. Haehil, you can hear a door opening from somewhere in the sphere of darkness.
I don't acknowledge it.
Is he tied up with rope or?
You can see some kind of magic chain is holding his ankles to the chair.
I'm going to tap my left leg a little bit, just restless.
I'm gonna go look at the chain, like.
So as a small figure comes out of the sphere of darkness into your line of sight, Haehil, you see that Scout has appeared.
Right. I am not going to say a damn thing because I don't know where the Inquisitors are.
I'm gonna close the door again, also.
So as you look out, you are seeing the same thing as Haehil was seeing with this magical darkness. You cannot see the door. You can only see from the outside in, not from the outside out.
I will be able to hear the door about to open, so it gives me enough time to hide. That's all that matters. So I try to I don't know. Is it locked? Is it tied?
Oh, there was some binding.
It's binding, so it's locked. With several magic locks holding them down.
Are there any keys anywhere on the table or something?
There is no table.
Why'd you leave your keys up on the table?
Is there any keys anywhere, like up on a hook or?
No, these are locks. You can easily pick lock if you're careful.
Oh, pick! I thought you said they were magic, so I was like, oh.
Yeah, they are magic. They are magic locks.
Okay, I'll quickly get to work.
I could assist you, but unfortunately, I'm quite noisy with that.
So as you begin to pick the locks, meantime, outside, Liam, can you make another perception check?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Oh, let's grab water from the kitchen.
Well, hey, Lucius as well, because you two are.
What do you want me to do?
Perception check?
Okie dokie.
Clicked on it.
They ain't gonna be helpful, so.
Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, now show it for me.
You can see that several figures are watching from the shadows and alleyways now, as they have been drawn to the attention of this explosion. And they're curious on what happened. But these beings are hiding their face with these masks. And a lot of the people on the outside don't seem to notice them too much, as they're focusing on the blood and the limbs, and trying to find the limbs of people that are missing. and trying to help the wounded and
So-
try and spare the dying.
So what are they doing again?
Observing.
They're observing. Are they kind of just moving like slowly to surround the building?
No, they're sticking to the shadows in the alleyways, watching.
Is there any officials nearby that are on guard after the explosion?
Most of the officials were shredded in the initial explosion, and more are coming in to try and help stop and control the crowds and mass casualty.
Is there anyone that can see that is of high rank? Or higher rank than most?
A lot of these guys are at the highest rank of a sergeant, as most of these foot patrols are out here right now, so not a lot of officers per se.
I go to an officer, sergeant. I go to one of the sergeants close to me. Be careful. You've probably noticed, but there's a lot of hood figures hugging around this building. They might be planning something.
It's not like we can do much as is with the limited amount of people we have that aren't wounded.
I know. I want to try and do that. I want to try and fix that.
Any help would be appreciated. We gotta especially wait for the clergy to get here so we can start regenerating limbs.
I go over to the center. Well, how does massacre runs again? It's 6 creatures. Damn it. I do mass cure wounds on the most heavily wounded people I can see.
You are able to save and stabilize them as you begin helping out with medical work.
22 healing, damn.
Alright, meanwhile, Scout, you are able to pick the locks.
Okay, so what kind of condition are you in?
He's pretty hurt, especially physically and mentally.
Okay,
I am
so
down to.
I'm gonna take out Vic. Okay, bear
I'm
with
down
me
to
here.
just a little
Vic,
bit more than half health.
Vic, I take out my bag of holding.
Oh no.
His weight doesn't exceed 5 pounds.
He can't fit in there. He's too wide.
Is he too wide?
He's too
Dude.
big, dude. He's like,
I'm a
he's
medium
not only is
creature.
he clad, not only is he clad in like a fuck ton of armor, but how tall are you? Like almost like 6 feet
5'7".
plus. Yeah, so
Okay.
he's not big enough to fit into the mouth.
Okay. Okay. How big is the mouth?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I do know for sure that he is not big enough to fit in there because he is a lot bigger than small.
Okay, so I'm gonna give him the few health potions that I got. They're like regular health potions. So I'm
We
giving
do
him
not.
3 health potions.
We won't have time for that. I can make do with what I've got.
I'm gonna gesture to him to like come on. I'm gonna go back to that grate. He's not big. He's too big for the grate. I'm assuming, right?
He is.
And how far did I have to crawl through this grate? To get to him?
30 feet.
So the bomb wouldn't be enough, would it?
Hey, oh, it would.
That's a bomb
It
made
would-
by Crow. It'll probably level a city
Okay.
if you
So
leave it
I'm
open.
gonna take the bomb. I'm gonna be like, okay, go back to the integration, but get ready to bucket back over here.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So I'm gonna activate the bomb, basically put it in the grate and start running back.
So you're gonna hear a little zzz of the fuse sizzling before suddenly it stops. Then, kaboom.
I am going to get the hell out of here.
I don't.
Okay, then we're gonna start.
Yeah.
running.
So the medieval grenade. It's not a grenade, but really it's like all kinds of like explosives packed and kind of like a medieval C4, but it opens up a massive hole.
Black powder bomb.
Yeah, black powder bomb. That's what it was. So just as that happens, as everyone outside, suddenly an explosion from inside the building erupts, and debris go flying out everywhere. And that is when people also get hit by debris, and also those that were trying to stop the fire also get shredded from the outgoing shrapnel.
Oh my god!
This is collateral.
Don't worry
damage
about
to
it.
another
Acceptable
level.
casualties.
Yeah, you're killing a lot of people.
Acceptable casualty.
A lot of
Listen, I want,
civilians.
I love
wanted to-
murder.
it's been a lot.
Alright, well, I'm going down my newly found escape path and not asking questions because there are worse people that could rescue me.
I'm gonna have my mask on at this point, and I'm gonna be making my way to like one of the, I wouldn't say farthest, but like somewhere in between of a sewer safe house. You know, Vic?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well,
And on the way there, I'm gonna say, listen, I don't know how you're Spectre, but surprising considering.
I know more about this
But
thing
you're
than I
gonna
would let on. I'm going to go and not ask any questions and hopefully I forget by tomorrow.
listen. You're part of this now. You're either gonna die or you're gonna be a part of this.
You can't leave.
That's what
Well,
I
but-
expected.
But while you're here, you're gonna call me Oman, not Scout. Okay?
Very well done, Omen.
curious. And you see the glowing red eye of Crow in the windowsill. I mean, not on the windowsill of the stairway, as he was kind of crouching in the stairs, hiding. And that is when we will cut off and head back out to here. As now,
Oh shit! I gotta go pick up my sister.
So I'm in a safe house now,
as now,
for now.
finally that on-scene first responders are arriving, quote unquote, and the clergy.
I was trying to be a first responder, but
No,
Liam
you.
was talking.
Well, before I go into my spiel, what would you like to do, Lucius?
You see, I was going towards the explosion itself. Trying
yeah.
to see what the fuck happened here.
So when you are you looking for the first explosion or the second one?
The first one.
Oh no.
So as you get to the first explosive site, what would you like to look for? And yes, Clem, you guys can definitely see the two smoke pillars billowing out, and the loud boom to boom.
So would you say it's like a generalized exploded area like in the middle of the market, or would it be concentrated on a single location against a building?
Concentrated against a single location within the building.
Okay. I'm going to investigate that area real quick. See if I can spot any certain markings or to tell what kind of explosive it was.
So from what you can see and tell from the residue of the black powder and several chemical agents, this was made by a master bombsmith.
He smiths bombs.
Well then. Why would they attack a random structure? You know, because I don't know the government.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. But yeah,
I'm just looking around the scene trying to just do other things while the first responders come in.
yeah, definitely. Once the clergy starts getting here and starts sparing the dying the fuck out of everyone, and starts regeneration where limbs are being restored, people are being brought back from the dead by the clerics of resurrection spells. It went from 89 people dead to 0 people dead within 20 minutes. As resurrection spells and spare the dying were casted quick as fuck. In the meantime, with the second bomb, with the first bomb site, yeah, it was specifically targeted on this building to do as much damage as possible and cause as much chaos as possible.
Hmm.
And then the second explosion, as you can see, as you're standing in the where the crater was, this was meant to be a bunker buster to make a wide path to escape from.
I'd probably leave and go towards that explosion.
Yep, and as you follow the trail of the bunker busters explosion that completely annihilated anyone within 10 feet of it, you do see that there was the entry to the sewer was blown wide open. So this is probably how they escaped.
And me not knowing anything about the Haehil situation, I'm sitting there like, some terrorist attack must have happened.
Hell yeah. But,
Just when the Dragon Queen got here. I mean, I just call her Queen because anyone older than me is pretty much a queen. Huh. I'll have to report my findings to the nearest officials.
What's there to report? People can see this.
Well, it is a planned attack by expert bombsmiths, so there has to be some kind of terrorist communications at some point. They may want to look around town.
Indeed.
Because it could have been an internal job, or it could have been terrorism.
Terrorism law. Yeet the grenade.
Yeah. But since it was a bunker bust, that means someone had inside knowledge, so they need to investigate their own forces. That's what I'm going to be saying to them.
Alright. So as Clementine, Arxus, and Yuno arrive on scene, a lot of the people that were... there are no longer any dead casualties, but people are still pretty beaten up and wounded, so the first responders and clergy has everyone lined up and laying down in the middle of the street as people are getting their limbs regenerated, if not being brought back to life by resurrection spells.
I'm gonna go see if I can find any of the rest of the party members. Because last I knew that they were in the general area, and it took a mega meme explosion. And I don't know what just happened.
You will be able to find, obviously, Liam and Lucius. However, Haehil and Scout are nowhere to be found.
Oh.
Yeah, no one knew. None of Clem or Yuno didn't know that Haehil got fucking FBI captured. So
Yeah, no one knew, sadly.
I'm gonna go to Liam. Like, what happened?
Bomb. That's all he says while tending to the wounded.
What?
That's very informative. Clearly, some sort of explosion happened. So Clem is just gonna look around to see if there's any other, like, anything that she can do. Like, if people are still under rubble or something like that, still trapped.
Oh yeah, definitely. People are trying to find those that got trapped under the level.
So yeah,
Because the whole 3-story building just went kapoo.
yeah, Clem and Yuno are gonna do that.
Alright, so in the meantime, Haehil,
Yes, I'm here.
as you are sitting or standing or whatever you're doing in the safe house. Actually, I should probably wait until Hubs gets back for that one. Yeah, I should probably wait until Hubs gets back for.
He's probably
what I
got
have
some
to say.
stuff to berate me about.
So, in the meantime, in the end, you guys were able to find the rest of the survivors that were buried and dead. No, Adewyn was having issues the entire time with her headset.
Right.
She couldn't hear us, but we could hear her.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I've been here the whole time, you know.
It's been working the whole time.
Then why didn't you guys say anything?
You were there when we got it.
Because I
when we
didn't know I was
determined it.
supposed to say anything. That's why I put in the chat that I was at the house. Like, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I just thought y'all were doing y'all's own thing. Like I said, I'm back now, and
I never heard of that. Did you say my name and then tell me?
I
Because
don't,
I
You
don't
said it
remember if I did
generally.
or not. But yeah, I think I said it generally. So
Yeah.
yeah, if it was generally, I wasn't paying attention. I missed it because when I'm in the zone, I'm gonna ignore stuff because I don't
no, I
want
mean
to
I
read.
get that. But yeah, I've been here the whole time.
Let's see.
But I
Well,
mean, y'all sounded kind of wrapped up in your own things too. So I mean, I didn't want to, like y'all had to go save Arxus and all that. And I mean, you know, I don't think I really. Sadly, I didn't have anything that benefited. I don't think so.
well,
I
you've
looked at my
definitely
stuff. So
felt and you've seen the explosions. Was there anything you wanted to do, Adewyn?
um, I mean, it's kind of like I said. I sort of feel a little out of place on this one. I don't. Because I mean, I was looking over stuff that I had. I don't really, and I mean, y'all are kind of ahead of me anyway in this sort of thing, but because I'm kind of a noob at this still. But I mean, like, I mean, I'm sure I can meet up with the party. I mean, I'm fine with doing that. But I mean, there's nothing that I can think of off the top of my head or have been thinking that I'm like, oh, that might help. Like,
Oh,
I honestly
I
can't think.
understand completely. This is my first D&D. My character's already been molested.
Yeah,
Pin the tail on the Arxus.
apparently.
Yeah,
So
so I
yeah.
understand.
Well, your healing magic and capabilities would be of much help in the area of attack.
Paladins have a thing called Lay on Hands, where they can give as much health as they have of their paladin level times 5 to whoever they can touch.
Yeah, I
On
used
top of
that
the
in
other
one
spell
session.
slots too.
Ooh, what if?
I can go there. I honestly wasn't quite sure where that attack was because I noticed when they were getting at Haehil and Scout was there. However y'all pronounce the crow guy, he was there. So I mean, I didn't know exactly where that was at.
That's
I
all
was like,
underneath.
oh, okay.
It
It's
was
underneath.
That's
under the
underneath
ground?
in the sewers and stuff. On the
That's what I
surface, there's
thought.
a
Oh,
level
oh yeah, he
building
went to his.
and a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh, people are dead.
Well,
No,
not
not
dead,
dead.
but
They're being brought
grievously
back to life.
wounded.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
They just are going to be
Like I
missing.
said, there's a lot of high level healers in the city. It's just a matter of resurrecting, spare the dying the fuck out of people, then healing them.
Okay, well, I can head over there since I mean, there's nothing else I can really do. If they need help healing, I know you said they're resurrected, but
Yeah,
I
there's
know
over
because they're resurrected doesn't mean they're healed. So
there's over 90 people wounded and originally 80 dead, so 90 plus 80 then brought back to life. So there's a lot of people wounded.
170.
I'll
Yep,
hear
go
the
ahead.
commotion and figure out what kind of is going on just from what I can. I mean, I'm sure I can see something in the city or hear something. So
Oh yeah, no, you saw the smokes and you saw the flash of explosion.
okay, well then I'll just head towards the second explosion then, because that's the last one that I heard. So
Yep, you will arrive on scene shortly with more and more people coming to see what's going on top of the hectic trying to where some people are trying to stop bleeding while clerics are busy healing other people. It's a whole mess.
okay. You said I'll arrive there shortly, or like I'm there now?
Yeah, it took a few minutes to get there using the teleporters, but you arrived pretty quick.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
And there are also people trapped in the level, and there's search parties looking for people in the level.
Okay, I was gonna ask if anyone was searching for him. All right then. I won't really ask any questions. I'll just kind of hop to it and jump into heal whoever needs some healings. Since there's
Hell
people
yeah.
looking for the other ones, so
And with that, as you arrive on scene, you begin the heal. It is chaos up and above. As Liam, you are doing your best. You are saving people left and right with your healing magic. This, as we come to the closing remarks of today's game. Haehil, behind you, as mentioned, crouching in the stairway leading upstairs in the safe house. You will see a figure that is of a Kenku with his face covered, his eyes glowing red, and he will say, "Curious." And that is where we will end today's session.
Nice.
All that for a ding.
Ending of anime episode number
All
5.
that from a ding.
Oh god. Oh, well, yeah, that's right. It was only one singular ding that did that.
Yeah.
No, but
No,
then
no, it was
then-
one ding, then 2 more dings.
No, it only
Yeah,
dinged
it was a-
once
it was a
more after
series-
that
it was a
because of an
series of dings.
authentic screw up.
It was
So,
a
yeah.
series.
I thought The Rock was just didn't say if he was intentionally lying, like.
Now with Zone of Truths, it can detect lies.
Any lies, not just
Any lies,
intentional
yeah.
lies. Even
Oh.
if you do or do not remember.
Yep, and in Haehil's case, even if it's not your own body where he is controlling Murmur, it's Murmur's memory, so the lie detector is reacting to Murmur.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait. Is Clem's rest of her family home?
No.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I was like, your grandparents are gonna like come back and roll up to seeing this one green kid just like freaking out in your closet.
Please get out of my
This is
closet.
how Goblin Slayer started.
Please get out of my closet. There's panties in there.
Oh no, it's like the coat closet, the
Oh,
one that's near the entryway, you know.
Wait, Hobbs is back.
Finally.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Alright.
it is.
So
Are we unending the session?
it's still we're basically in the closing remarks, but I have a little interaction I had with Hobbs, Scout, Haehil, and Crow. I would like to get through before we actually do on the session. You guys are welcome to leave or stick around for the closing minutes of the session.
I might type RP for a bit.
I'm gonna head.
So, Scout and Haehil, as you two are talking, you will hear "curious" from the all too familiar voice of Crow as he's crouching on the stairs, looking down on you guys. That leads up into the second story.
Yes, Carl,
And-
what do you need? Sort of in a hurry if you can't hear.
So you can see he's activated his what you can only imagine is his devil sight, but he's gonna say, "One body, 2 souls. Curious."
I look at Hale like, wait.
That's a long story. Probably not for something as high danger as we are now.
Safe is the safe house. Talk you shall. I listen.
What?
Will determine if he dies.
Tough.
If not, modify his memories.
That's an option? Cool.
Let's start with what I know. I'm a war veteran of the Draconic Wars.
Let's go to the safe house first.
You guys are already in the safe house.
We are.
Oh.
I used to be a soldier during the Draconic Wars, during which I took part in the Siege of Abend and what was later known as the last day of the Draconic Wars. During that time, I managed to slay a person of high importance to the Dragon's army, and in their dying wish, Force gave me a curse that was meant to kill gods. How's that sounding right now? I say that towards Crow.
Curious.
Absolutely.
Continue.
There is also I also have knowledge of this small drow living in slums, far underground, unknown to the world, who rose through the ranks as a talented assassin, knowing a bit too much for his own good, who
Spectre.
made a slip up and became possessed by the armor I was cursed to reside in. So now here I am, with the knowledge of 2 people as one.
So is Spectre alive or dead?
He's there. We wouldn't have gotten in all this mess if he was truly dead.
So are you?
And it doesn't seem like I
Are you
have the
the-
choice to just usher him out of my mind anymore.
So are you the arbor? Or this is confusing to me.
If you ask that, I have to say both, because I can't continue without both. This is an explanation. And it's very complicated. You should ask the dragon priest that gave it to me. If he didn't burn his soul to cast it on me, he'd tell you all about it.
Hmm. So that leaves us with two options, really. Is either find a way to split your souls, and get her a new body, then we would have to deal with you, either by modifying your memories or just murking you. Or if we're unable to split you two, you both are going to have to be her, or something along those lines.
For the time being, aside from option 2 and just
Because right
flat
now,
murder.
everyone thinks Scepter's alive.
Indeed.
And,
So even the higher ups are going to be expecting you.
and by some reason, I suppose he is. It just takes some explaining.
Yes, but we know that you're more than two people. It might lead to complications because stuff is not easily straightforward.
Absolutely not.
'Cause either way, your presence is going to shake the structure of the organization. Just like core of a country, really. There's internal strifes, which I stick my nose out of. Crow might know a little bit more about those because he like that type of thing on occasion if he gets to use his new gadgets.
Well, if it keeps me out of knowing any more than I shouldn't know, then by all means, I'd like to know as little as possible.
Well, either way, you're going to know.
Absolutely. So we can keep that minimum to a minimum then.
You hold
If secrecy
very,
is important.
very, very dangerous information. Slip up, die, split your bodies, modify memory, fails, you die. In the meantime,
You're one of us.
in the meantime, you, Scout, I, will be having a chat with the Death Dealer.
Do you need to talk to him? Do I need to be there to talk to him?
Yes,
I
you
don't
are
like
responsible
talking
for
to
this.
Oh,
How was I supposed to know, number one, that he was this?
I
Not
didn't
quite
know it
like
was
that.
this
Not
until I
quite
woke up today.
incorrect. I should say this. You are responsible in giving report. I, as acting senior, will be there to validate and back up your report. Death Dealer, the all-knowing in magic, will know what to do in order to split body and mind. It may come with a price, it may not come with a price. It all depends on his mood. And that is when now we shall end the session.
Cool.
We went from drama A to drama B very quickly.
Yes. But if you guys survive this, I got a nice little forest party planned for you all.
Cool.
Ooh.
Man, a forest party sounds like the farthest away thing right now.
You just have to survive the meeting with the Death Dealer, who will determine your fate.
Oh yeah, that sounds easy. You really make that sound easy. He's Death Dealer.
Yes, a very, very powerful.
Basically, basically, Scout next says to make shut up and let me talk.
That is now the end of the session. I am very sorry to the few of you that did not get a chance to participate too much due to technical reasons and me not hearing you.
It's okay. I don't think there was much I could have done anyway, honestly.
I hope
So.
it wasn't too boring for anyone.
No, it was okay. But I'm gonna go and take a nap, so
I feel it.
I'll see you guys later.
All right.
It really do be nap time.
Was anyone bored? I hope no one was bored.
Absolutely not.
Out of my mind.
Dang it.
Damn.
It's not technically your fault, though. It was a lot of heavy RP between the guys that needed to get their RP done. I was just like, the last 2 games, I've missed out on combat because of circumstantial shit.
And the ant invasion.
And then the invasion of the fire.
No, that's what I was saying. That was a circumstantial invasion of my home.
Take out the 12 gauge.
The one before that was a circumstantial, oh shit, me tired. And then I still came in.
Yeah, I'm
wait, no.
sorry. I intended to take a back seat, but that did not happen.
Yeah, stuff like this, everyone gets their moments to shine.
2 manhunts later, I'm bored out of my mind. But it's okay. I was trying my best to capture a flying ninja.
I mean, if his acrobatics was any worse, it would have been hilarious.
Because, it would have to beat my spell DC, and his acrobatics went above that. My spell DC, what is it again?
I think it's for the best he got away as clean as he did.
Oh, I know, but, severely broken wings and legs would not be helpful to a Kenku.
That is true.
Let me just look at the spell DC again. Yeah, 16. All he had to do was beat a 16. Easy peasy for a rogue.